minute for our Starlink to kick back on when we lose power. So just so you know, no more vodka. This is Fireball.
Woo! And we're live.
And we're live.
Oh, did everybody hear that? Sorry. Didn't want you to know my favorite bad drink of choice.
Well, you're not alone tonight, so I
don't okay, you got that. A gin? Wow.
I'm drinking cherry Pepsi.
Rack was the first one in. I'm going to just talk over you because it's my show tonight. Jamil, right. Steve, Linda Worth, Cecil Mayberry, Nancy B. in Tennessee, Jeremy from Aquarium Domain.
Hey, Jeremy.
Xana Dude. Oh, Mr. Garcia, Uncle Smiley.
Smile.
Denny's here.
Dennis.
If I miss you, just say something again.
Rack is here.
Yep, he was the first one in. There he is again.
You say Sketty?
Who?
Sketty Nona?
Not yet. Is she near the bottom?
Yep. Cece's? Cece's Aquatic?
Denny. Zenny. Me. Zenny. Nancy. A lot of repeats. There's Garcia.
Alyssa, don't tell my wife. Okay?
Scuba Stevo! And there's the lovely and talented Sketty Nona.
Barbara Jackson's here.
Babs!
Dennis is by far my favorite G.I. Joe I've ever made.
Hey, where's mine? I want to see my big cone head.
I think he's got a...
Let's hope he has a hat on it, because I had too much of a cone head on his.
I think he put a hat on you, though.
That's good.
Your cone head doesn't look as coney.
I know. Look at there's not much cone head. I mean, it kind of comes to a little point, but it's more rounded.
Depends on if you're looking down.
Joe looked.
One more and CC, and
I should be. That's it. I should be very.
Danny
what's
B.
the word I want to use? Happy or excited that he made a G.I. Joe looking like me.
Your head fell off.
Oh.
Okay, so my head fell off. There you go.
This is Scuba Steve. His is really cool. Look. That's Scuba Steve. I like his a lot. Here's Whip. Looks just like Whip.
Looks just like me.
But you don't have glasses, though. I don't know you with sunglasses.
Well, he has to wear glasses when he rides his motorcycle.
Okay.
And then
that's you.
Me.
Okay.
My mom really likes mine.
Looks a little bit more buff than you, but okay.
Well, thank you. I got to go find your head. I don't know where your head fell off.
Again, I hate Alyssa because she outcompetes me on the local auction. I don't bid when she bids. There was 3 or 4 fish that I wanted, but Alyssa, I knew she wanted it, and she is aggressive. She is an aggressive woman when it comes to wanting fish. That's all I got to say. Not my favorite person right now.
I like it when you're drinking.
Oh no, I'm just, I had 2 drinks. That's it. It's not like I'm topsy-turvy.
Hammer.
Wait till I bring the Peruvian drinks for you guys to try.
All right.
Look at how big Steve looks. So cool. I mean, look at how much bigger Big Steve is than Dr. Anthony.
Oh, got that pinhead. I like the pin. The pinhead looks better than the pointy head. You can put anybody's head on that looks better than what you had before. That was Mr. Conehead for sure.
The stuff I have inside here to get it to stick down broke loose.
Uh-oh. I hate when
Captain
that happens.
McReynolds, how you doing, buddy? There he is. Hey, where's the hat? I know you had a hat for him.
Man, he looks mean.
That's Dr. Anthony.
Wow, that's a mean-looking Dr.
Look at those
Anthony.
glasses. Those are some good-looking glasses.
Maybe if we put the horseshoe hairdo on, it would
That's
make
right.
it
Gotta have the horseshoe.
look.
Either that or I'm going to have a toupee. Maybe I should get a toupee at 65 years old. So who votes for me getting a toupee?
Me.
Toupees are never a good idea.
Why?
Like,
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
get a guinea pig skin.
But you know what? I knew I was going to go bald since I was a kid. Why? To me, why fight it? I mean, this is me. You love me or don't love me, I don't care.
Jeremy says, Whips World, buying Doc A those Irish car bombs at happy hour was worth every penny.
Irish car bombs?
You got Jeremy buying you some car bombs at the old brewery, huh?
Okay, so if you go to the Clash, I will be there. You can buy me some Irish car bombs. I have no idea what those are.
You really don't want Irish car bomb.
I will trade you some Peruvian liquor. I'm bringing
not for a car bomb. You don't want to do that for a car bomb.
I'm bringing some
car bomb might be
Aliento de Diablo, which is my favorite Peruvian drink. It is really good.
The one you don't want is the cement mixer. That's the
cement mixer. I don't know what a cement mixer is.
I don't remember what it's all made out of, but whatever it is, when it hits your mouth, it basically turns solid.
Oh, well, speaking of cement mixer, they laid the cement floor for the fish room today. My
Congratulations.
wife video chatted me today. She was, I'm here in Peru. She's there in Portland area. So she showed me what they're doing today. So maybe in 6 months, I'll have a fish room.
Garcia wants to know where his little doll is. What do you say?
They're not dolls. They're action figures. Garcia, if you keep calling them dolls, you're never going to get one.
Yes, Adam, you spelled that correctly. Pisco is the national drink of Peru. Even though the Bolivian people say it's Pisco is from Bolivia.
Is that the one they chew up and then spit back out?
No, that is Masato, the spit drink.
I'm actually just started figuring out wave number 3 of Fish Fan people. And I got permission from my first person today to make one.
What? Have you done a Rico yet?
Yep,
I have Rico.
Okay, see, I come in this late.
You want me to go get Rico?
Not necessarily, but you have Rico, so.
You did a Killer Kitty, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I knew one of the women got a doll too. All right, sorry, action figure.
Well, my first one ever was a woman.
Wait.
My first is a Canadian.
Aliento de Diablo is the name of the Peruvian drink, Jeremy. It only comes from Iquitos. Have you done a Nico action figure yet?
No, I have a Sandy Doherty. Sandy Doherty is named the Bus Stop, and she's the Super Canadian Sniper of Canada. And her cameraman or her spotter next to her is Red Laser. And he's the greatest spotter in Canadian history.
Red Laser Corey Doris.
Well, his name's just Red Laser.
Okay.
But so they were my first 2 G.I. Joes that I made. And then I made about 10 others. And I've just started planning. I've got 6 in mind right now.
What about Rack? Rack wants to know where his action figure is.
I don't have a Rack.
Rack's an old time.
And I've thought about Rack several times.
It had nothing to do with action figures, though.
I just bought a 3D printer. So now there's this program called Bamboo where you can take like a front shot and it'll make a 3D image of all the way around because it'll like project the hair all the way around.
Or lack thereof.
Make heads for these action figures for me. Or bald head or ears and all that. So, because it used to be you had to take like 50 photos all the way around the head to make a 3D print. But now this program called Bamboo, you just need to take a front image and it makes it 3-dimensional. I need to learn how to do it. I've never done this 3D printing yet. So I'm learning. And since Rico's not here, I'm going to tell you, I want to make Rico's dog. I really want to make Wally and have him stand next to Rico. I think that'd be cool.
Or put him in his arm.
Yep. I had a 3D printer for 8 years in my lab at the university before I retired. I unboxed
you should have taken it.
I unboxed it, and that was the only thing I ever did with it, was unboxed it.
That sounds like me.
Was it a resin or a thread or a resin? Did it come with a wire, or was it a liquid like milk?
No, it was I guess it was a plastic wire type. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, those are the ones that are safe for fish tanks.
Okay. Well, I never did anything beyond that.
The one I got isn't safe for fish tanks, but it's really good for like action figure heads. So I want to start making the whole fish fam.
So you read Aquarium Domains?
What did he say? Ed, can you make a life-size plushie of Whip? No, I cannot.
That would be a lot.
I don't make enough money to afford that much stuffing. But I could, like, if he ever invites me to his house, I could look around and see if I could steal a pair of his pants and a long sleeve shirt.
A pair of his pants? What are you?
You're always invited to my house.
And then I just need a wig and a two pairs of gloves, a pair of boots, and a stocking, and that'll make
why two pair of gloves?
Well, because you never know if the other one set's too small.
Yeah, if it doesn't fit.
And what are you going to fit in the shoes?
Can't convict. Doesn't fit, you can't convict.
Also, if you have to have something on his feet to fit the shoes in.
Daniel Ingalls is here. Hello, Daniel.
Daniel Ingalls. That's never mind. I forgot the joke already.
Hello, Daniel.
It's a long night. It's 10 p.m. here in Peru, so it's been a long day.
10 p.m. here too.
That's right. We're on the same time zone.
How about that?
It's 11:01 here.
Yeah, Peru doesn't change times. When we have daylight savings, Peru stays the same. So it's either 2 or 3 hours from.
Isn't Arizona like that too?
Is Arizona is the same? Yeah.
Yeah. I Indianapolis used to be, but they switched.
Yeah. Okay, so Jeremy said me he's prepaying for my tab.
You know what?
I'm a lightweight though, Jeremy. So you're not spending that much money.
He's crazy enough to do it too.
So I just like good.
I need to make a Nancy B someday too.
You need to make a Nancy B?
Yeah. Action figure.
Here, I'm talking about drinks and you're talking about action figures. So we're on two different planets here.
That's okay.
What did she say? Ed takes weird souvenirs. Bab says, I think I need to get some more panda cories. I realize they're getting kind of old now, which explains why they don't really breed anymore. Mine never breed because there's just too many other fish in there. I mean, they might be breeding.
I resemble that comment, Barbara.
If I ever go to Nancy's house, I'm going to get a whole bunch of her dog fur.
Of her dog fur?
Yeah, because she has a cute dog.
And so you want to clone it or what?
Oh, you can make it into a little bitty dog.
Okay.
When I make her little action figure, she'll have her little dog, and I'll just glue some.
Now we're back to action figure. Okay, Ed, we don't know where you're at with this. I mean, you have to start off with action figures to begin with. I was thinking something pretty weird there, Ed.
Yeah. Oh. You just haven't met the right Rubian yet, Doc.
Well,
I don't know what that means, though, Jeremy.
Yeah, I've been coming to Peru for 15 years, staying here 6 months a year, 6 months out of a year.
But how long did you have to stay at the hotel? I mean, at the airport.
Oh, this time I was only like 5 hours in Lima and 4 hours in Atlanta. But when I go home, I have a 9.5 layover in Atlanta.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
9.5 hours.
9.5 hours.
Did you get the deal where you get to eat food in the place?
Yes, I will. I will be in the lounge, but the Atlanta lounge isn't the best.
I bet.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a
jerk face.
One of these people who take for granted the good things we have in life. I have enough miles that I upgraded this time. And, I guess I'm the jerk who doesn't think the first class lounge is good enough.
That's probably because you've done it a time or two, right?
Only a few times. It's not like I do it all the time, Well, the best lounge was the one Ed remembers. The one at Korean Airlines when I was flying to Thailand to give a talk at a Thailand conference. That's the one that I was live streaming. Ed just fell in love with the food.
That was so much fun.
Yeah. That's actually the best lounge that I've been to. Actually, the best lounge that I've been to, sorry, these are first world problems, was the lounge in London at the Virgin Atlantic Lounge. You could order your food online, you didn't have to go up to, and they had great food and all the alcohol for free if you wanted to drink.
Did you eat any spotted dick?
No, I didn't have spotted dick. I'm a cognac. I love cognac. And so they had XO cognac, which is the best cognac, as much as you want to drink. I don't drink much, so it was lost on me, but still, It was really the best lounge in the world.
Nathan's here. Hey, Nathan.
Yep,
I need a private tour of the Everglades.
I need caviar and champagne. I don't like champagne, but caviar is I love caviar.
I don't like caviar.
I had caviar from one of the Stan regions of Russia once. I had a friend who went over to work there, and he brought me a whole tin of caviar. I ate it at one sitting, and that thing is so rich that it went right through me. It wasn't the best feeling about 8 hours later.
That
was the last time I had caviar. That was probably 25 years ago.
Hey, Adele.
Hey, Adele. And Collaboration of Curiosities?
That's Adele.
Oh, okay. I don't
Adele
know these people's real names. Okay. Sorry, Adele.
Adele is from Australia. She just went through a storm that I know she was very worried about, but it sounds like it kind of missed her mostly.
Yeah, there's one of the YouTube channels I follow is Paul the Stingray guy, I think his name is. He's from Australia, and he had some live streams about his or some videos about his storm experience.
Well, now you're no longer Stanley Tucci. You are Harry Potter.
Oh no, my wife reads the Harry Potter stuff. I don't read that stuff. I'm sorry. My wife has read every Harry Potter crap that's out there. I'm not a Harry Potter fan.
I've read the books multiple times to my children. I've watched every movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go back to my regular glasses, which makes it hard to read at times. So I have to kind of look up. Ooh, that's not
I've
good.
never read the books. I only saw the first and last movie.
It was a cyclone turned tropical low, fizzled out harder than my Tinder swipes.
Ooh, Tinder, huh? You
Hit
swipe
south
right
of me
or
pretty
left?
hard, though. Yeah, I know you were really worried about it prior to coming in.
I used to help my students with their Tinder profile stuff. So we would sit there in class during breaks, and I would swipe right or left and write comments to the people they swiped correctly. I don't know which one it is. I got a lot of good responses from their people that they swiped correctly on. So I'm a good one-liner, so it's lost on everything because I'm married and I'm not looking.
You could still give your wife a one-line once in a while.
Sure. Hey, it's the Butter Girls here.
She is.
She is.
Good news, just picked up a new 40 breeder to replace the old one. The silicone was damaged. I'll be breaking the new tank down and building a new ecosystem from scratch now, what to stock it with.
Okay, so I'm changing my name because of Mickham said I should change my name.
Dr. Love.
There's Big Steve right there.
Big Steve.
Hey, Big Steve.
Nico, I got to let you go.
Aqua Velvet.
You know,
are you new?
I was on
Big Steve in the house.
I was on the band app earlier today, and I saw someone had a bright red swordtail plant that they were having for sale.
Swordtail or swordtail plant?
Sword plant. I'm sorry, swordtail. I was thinking about your stream, Ed. Sword plant. bright red. Said does not need CO2, but I bet you it needs really, really high light.
Right.
Which is kind of strange if you know anything about marine biology, because the deeper the algae tend to be red. So juxtaposition of biology.
Well, blue cuts through the farthest, right? And that's why algae likes blue.
Yeah, blue goes all the way down. I mean, you know, I was a scuba diver. I had 5,000 plus scuba dives all over the world. And when you bleed underwater, it's green. And first time people see that, they kind of freak out. I got some green stuff coming out of me. Well, red gets filtered out within the first 10 feet underwater.
What do you do? Water. Punch them when they get down there?
No, you get like you hit a sea urchin that'll make you bleed.
You know, sea urchins are really messing up the kelp forests in Florida right now.
Yep. Hey, I like that there, Rack. Some people call me the space cowboy. Some call me the gangster of love.
So
some people call me Maurice.
Is Rack telling me that he wants to be a space cowboy, G.I. Joe?
Maybe that's what he's saying. That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great name. Hey!
Space cowboy in Love Machine.
So one more has the red Reuben swords, and they are.
No, this is not red Reuben. Let me go to band. I'm going off the. Going to a new web page.
Oh, not band.
I'm going to log in, use my email. Okay, get my fingerprint for everything.
I went to a place called Facebook Marketplace today.
Yep.
And discovered that you can buy things from local people.
Yep.
Welcome to the new world, Ed.
But I don't understand how to comment to these people.
What do you mean?
How are you supposed to buy their stuff?
You IM them
You
just
don't
like
leave
you
their
do
phone
anybody
number.
else. You have to
You
IM
what?
them. IM them just like you would anybody else on Facebook. Direct message. Instant message. The same way you sent Dr. Anthony the link today.
Oh,
10 minutes ago.
I texted him.
No, text is
on
phone
Facebook.
to phone. On Facebook,
well,
it's
it was
called
on a phone.
on your phone. It's a text. On the computer, it's instant message or direct message.
Adele said, "Wait, Ed just discovered."
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
but I don't really understand it yet. I was just trying to buy time before my action figure came up for sale.
It's basically Craigslist now. Only there's, you just communicate via instant message, and they'll either sell it to you or they won't for whatever what if you're asking less than what they want to sell it for.
Okay, so I have a message coming up. See if you can pull it up there. There was an issue from your file.
Yeah, I see nothing yet.
It's a bright. Yeah, tried to download it from my PC Google Chrome, but it's bright red. For those who are on band.
Bright red.
Do you have it on your phone or is it on the computer?
No, it's on my computer. It's on my downloads.
Oh, look, even Adele said it's like Craigslist. I used to go to Craigslist to get fish tanks all the time in St. Louis.
Ed discovered 2004. Leslie Perry, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a minute. That's because I don't get to get into the Steam Fonts show much anymore because Mondays are family day with my pa. And he took a couple months off, but we're doing it again. So now I'm back to missing the show. A brother to a friend of mine over here is great friend of Pam Paul SXY. That must be a conversation that I'm not aware of what's going on. Animals in general, I believe now they stop that. Yeah, you can't buy animals on any of that stuff.
Oh no, eBay went ahead and rescinded their idea of no animals.
A lot of people are happy about that. I'm like, yeah, I just assumed they didn't do that. But
okay, so here's the sword plant. Bright red.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Hold it. There we go.
From my phone.
In my head makes me forget that I'm all alone.
That's very pretty. It's a weird. And he dropped his phone.
I dropped my phone. So let me see what they call it.
I've tried to do that. What was it called? That flamingo. Crips
Nobody
flamingo.
Can grow that. Ain't nobody in the world that can actually grow that.
I bet you I spent $150 buying those little plants from Aquatic Aesthetics, and every one I bought died. And I like Aquatic Aesthetics.
So, Ed, you were going to talk about your tank in the back behind you.
No, he was going to talk about what his previous stream.
On the previous stream,
well,
yeah.
Behind me, I have a fish tank, and I have 3 female endlers in there. And I'm keeping them in there for 40 days to see if they drop. They've been in there for almost 3 weeks now. They don't look like they've been hit. So they look pretty small, which is good. I mean, they are juvenile females. They're not full-grown females, but I mean, if they're full-grown, they're going to be hit. So the idea is to try to fill this with as many virgin girls as I can get. And then I'm going to put a couple of my pink inlers in there and see if I can just get pink inlers coming out.
Don't say that word.
You're not supposed to say virgins.
You'll get demonetized.
I'm not monetized in the first place.
Well, because I'm here, you'll never be monetized. Ed will never get monetized again.
Nancy says Zen grows her pink flamingos with extra spite. She yells at them and they grow.
Yes, Nancy B says you need to throw those virgins in the volcano.
Nancy, that's dark for you. I discovered a cute little creeper in my massive potted fern. I'm thinking about trying to save it and pot it on its own. So I wonder what is it a creeper of, though? And Dr. Anthony says it's called a red pearl for anybody who's interested in tracking that thing down.
Hey, Kenny's here. Hey, Kenny.
Is it Kenny E?
Kenny,
oh my God, he's my friend.
I'm not in Portland area. I'm in Peru right now. So,
can we mention something about
drink in pink? Wow, I wish I did not work late. And what else have I missed? You missed a lot, Kenny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you've missed Ed's entire stream.
Yeah.
You can't say hello to Ed first on my stream. That's just mean.
And you don't say hi to me.
Kind of makes sense.
We're neighbors. I am hurt, Kenny.
He says hi to you every day.
I never see Kenny.
I don't blame him.
I'll send
Kenny
you
and I live like 20 miles from each other. He lives on the other side of the river. The only time we go on the other side of the river is go to the airport.
What up, fish people?
Are you saying that you live on the wrong side of the river?
Maybe we do. Ooh,
you live on the same side as Chris?
Stockholm.
Does that mean you live on the same side of the river as Chris?
Chris who?
Multi-tank addiction?
I have no idea who Chris Multi-Tank Addiction is.
Oh, you don't? He's been around for a long time, although he hasn't been on in a long time either. So.
No, I don't know
him. I was his co-host for about 3 years.
Oh, no wonder I never saw him.
I don't know who Tim Bergling is, Mickham. And there he is again. What up, fish people?
What up, fish people? And since Kenny's here, can we please say something nice about Kenny?
Wow.
Kenny, I did.
You're gonna force us?
I did steal your post about
Lisa
NJ. I mean, I didn't steal it, but I used your information to push it forward so that.
What's this information you're talking about?
He posted a short, and then I just copied the information he had on his, including the link to the GoFundMe.
What's going on?
Aqua Velvet. I am in Hillsboro, Oregon. A member.
And I've already. Zenny, are you still here, Zenny? Zenny.
Aquarium Society Club. But yes, I am in Peru, where I have a research center and a public aquarium. So I'm here for 10 days before I come back in May.
Are you researching something?
Where are you, Aqua Velvet? I'm researching how much money we can spend. That's what I'm researching. How our bank account is being drained. That's what I'm researching.
You're doging your own place.
Doji, no, we're not removing people at all. Nope.
Oh.
In fact, we're hiring more people here.
Oh, what's Doge spelled backwards?
Ego dude.
You're ego douching yourself.
Yes, running water. I am near Portland. Forest Grove. I'm halfway between Forest Grove and Portland. That's where Hillsboro is. West of Portland by 10 miles on the 26th. We're out in the suburbs. I don't mean to. Portland, Indiana. I'm sorry. No, Portland, Indiana. Way far from us.
James lives in Portland, Tennessee. Oh, no. Tien Aqua lives in Portland, Tennessee.
You know, Gil's the Garden, we just hired somebody from the U.S. for a research center in Portland. So email me. You never know.
What is your favorite Portland in America?
Mine is, of course, Portland, Oregon. Portland, Maine, actually.
I was hoping you'd say that.
My dad was from Augusta, Maine.
No way.
Yes, Jeremy, I am going to OCA this year. I love OCA.
So that took up two different posts, but I put in the chat, people, that Lisa NJ is fighting some cancer right now, and she doesn't, her SSDI doesn't get approved for a while, and she's having trouble reaching or meeting her goals as, for bills. So, whether it's $1 or $100 or $1,000, it all helps. So I think that actually merged the HTTPS with the last thing I said. So it may not work. And if it didn't, let me know.
It didn't work. It didn't work, Whip.
It did not?
It did not. It's important that you put it in chat, but it did not work. I didn't see it.
Lady Zen was
how about that time?
Up for me.
Yeah, Zenny abandoned me. She had other more important
that
things
worked
to
this
do.
time. The GoFundMe came up, so yes.
But yeah, she's any kind of help you can get her, that would be great.
We're all here to help each other. People, I can't say enough thank yous for the Fish Fam and Skipper with his auction that he's done for the research center for the Christmas party every year that we have here for the kids. So I'm all about giving back to people who need help, that truly need help. So that's a worthy thing to do, Whip. And I thank you for putting it in chat.
It is it's not a pleasure, but it is.
Yeah, I understand. It's your pleasure, but it's not your pleasure.
Right.
We wish it.
It's a horrible
reason
wasn't to have to do it
like this, but yeah.
And running water, that's another name that I am not sure I am familiar with. Have we had conversations before, running water? I mean, I know I've seen you around. I don't know that I've seen you here.
You sure I've seen him square?
Nobody's square in my streams.
I'm sorry. I have to do that. So.
And then Andy,
maintained by Andy, huh?
Andy's here. Howdy.
Andy Griffin. Hey, Ed, quit petting your cat.
So anyway, let's get back to what Ed was doing, because I completely derailed you. So you're going to get the endlers, and you're going to put a couple males in there, and you want to try to get what kind of endler in there?
Well, I was working on pink endlers when I was having my back surgery, and I couldn't go down my stairs at all to get to any of my fish. So my dad was taking care of my fish for about 4 months. And I told him he could take any fish that he wanted from my mom's fish tank. And so he took all my pink endlers, just the male ones. And then they all died because it was a brand new fish tank. And
that's so good.
Whatever. So I've been slowly working on getting a full pink endler again.
Running Water and I have conversed before, but
Pingu Pete.
I may have had a few extra glasses of vodka that night.
Yeah, I'm trying to make them pingus.
Pingu. Yep.
The only person that I know that has pingus is Doug Gray as pingus. I need to say hi to Doug Gray. I haven't said hi to Doug Gray in a while. and he's from Philadelphia.
Hey, Doug Gray, howdy.
Hey, and you know what? Who else we need to say hello to is Uncle Bruce. Even though he's probably not watching this one, he did friend request me.
Oh, Uncle Smiley.
He did friend request me just the other day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. So,
I guess I'm not one of the cool kids because I've never gotten a friend request from Uncle Bruce.
His name's probably like Bruce. It's either Bruce Homan or Running Buffalo or something like that.
He likes being Rico.
I got hair.
Yeah, my Uncle Bruce has like really long hair too.
Oh yeah. Thank you for all the help you have provided for the research. We live and die on the donations.
You didn't have to say that. I just wanted to thank everybody in chat for those who've ever donated to the auction or donated money. I mean, we really appreciate it.
I think I bought fish that I had no business buying on your auction.
Well, that's good. That's how it should be.
I ended up having to say, send them to either Zenny or to Killer Key. I can't remember who I sent them to, but I'm like,
on some of the auctions, I have bought some really expensive fish that I have no reason to buying, and I would send them to people. So yeah, I've even donated to to the auction on certain extent. I know some of you have had some, I will tell you, I had some plants that I sent out last year that melted in shipment, and it caused a lot of problems with people, but I refunded everybody's money, and hopefully everybody is okay with that. But auctions are one of those things that especially with plants, you never know what's going to happen in shipment.
Right.
And I never shipped anything in my life, so I had no idea what to charge, how good the shipment was going to be. And they all melted in shipment. So I really felt bad, but unfortunately those things happen. But I did refund everybody's money. So we're all, we all made it whole with that, regardless of.
As long as everybody ends up being square at the end. And really, if you're cool about it, I mean, not everybody can afford it necessarily, but if the whole idea is to raise money for an organization, and
a few people said, hey, no problems, and keep the money, keep the donation. Other people wanted their money back. I have no problems with that.
I don't have a lot of money, so 2 years ago I donated artwork, and this last year I donated fish.
Yep. And we have artwork from Rack. If he's still here, we have his artwork up in our what's it called? We call it bodega here in Peru. No, but it's the little gift shop we have at the aquarium. We have his artwork up. Him and Sam Scales, we have both of their artworks up in the.
Both of those guys are my friends.
Yep,
they are.
So yeah, we appreciate them, and it's just there to show the artwork of people that are fish people more than anything.
Jeremy, that's a terrible idea. I am. I'm going to fight you on that one a little bit, unless you need it for other reasons.
Yes,
I'm not doing it.
Jeremy, at my point, El Gift Shopo is what I'm thinking as well. Yes.
Mickham says, at my local fish store today, I met a guy who bought the C111. I don't know what that is, but
this is the.
I am a common name guy, so I don't know what any of
it's a very high dorsal Corydoras, the Vulcan cat, which has actually been smuggled out of Peru or Brazil. It's illegal to actually have out of Brazil. So everything that we have in the hobby has been smuggled out of Brazil illegally.
That's awesome.
Awesome. That's terrible. We don't want to support the smugglers.
But that
kind of
means
do
if
if
it wasn't
we get
for
to keep
smugglers,
them
we'd
for
have
us.
nothing.
But so you say, okay, let's go to the smugglers. Let's have the smugglers take out all the illegal fish.
Oh yeah,
it's a beautiful catfish, no doubt. But I can't support it being in the hobby just because of how it was taken out of the hobby.
This is the C11 111.
Yeah. Now, Alyssa says if you need help with shipping, she'll, let her know. She might help you.
Yes, thank you, Alyssa. But plants I thought would be okay, but they just melted. Everything else I've shipped out except one fish that came down with ick during the shipment that I never knew about until 3 or 4 years after the fact. If that person would have been in contact with me earlier when it happened, I would have certainly rectified the situation. I'm not a fish shipper. I'm a fish biologist that I bring in fish from Peru. So, this is not my business. My business is science.
Wouldn't you think that your body heat would be enough to kill the ick while you're smuggling them into America?
Well, they normally ship them. I don't know how they smuggle fish.
Like in your armpits?
I don't know. I don't know if they smuggle in fish through normal shipments and they just hide a few fish that are illegal in the shipment.
Within the
I know nothing about smuggling.
Rack is still here. He said, glad to do it.
Yep.
He's going to smuggle
fish. Says, where would one donate artwork? I'm really just getting back on my feet, but this hobby and community have been more than healing for my brain.
Well, I would say if there is any auctions coming up on Fish Fam, I know there's an auction with Jeff Pelham, but if Skip does any,
Skip, I think he's doing auctions, one later. Yeah,
there's going to be one on.
You know where you should do it? Running Water is
Foxy Fish.
Foxy and Peplin are getting married, and they are looking to raise money for the wedding because, as we all know, if you've got kids or if you've recently done it yourself, weddings are freaking expensive, even if you try doing it on the cheap. So they're trying to raise money so that they can pay for the venue and then the dinner afterwards. And I believe when is it? I know it's the 12th, but I don't remember what month. Is it May?
It's September. It has to be September because that's when.
No. That's when the wedding. September. That's when the actual wedding is. But
that's when the actual wedding. I'm sorry. Yeah,
they're doing.
I think it's in April.
Yeah.
Is it April 12th? I think that's where
maybe
you should get a hold of.
So successful, maybe they could do it once a month until they have a brand new car.
Well, let's not get crazy. I mean, I could use a car if we're going to be raising money for a car.
And maybe Peplin could use a new tractor.
Doc A, if Skipper doesn't do any auctions, would you think about joining Jeff Pelham's Aquatics for Christmas benefit auctions? I'm sure he would love to help as he's an amazing guy.
Yep, when it comes in the fall, because that's when we normally do the auction for the Christmas party. Just so you know, we actually have a Christmas party here at the Research Center in Peru for the kids in the village. The Research Center is in a village, a very small village, where basically kids have no Christmas. They don't get Christmas gifts. It's a very poor village, and the people we hire come from the village. And so every year around Christmas time, during the 20th all the way to Christmas, we have a party for the kids in the village, and we have 500-600 people show up, and we give every kid in the village a Christmas gift. We have drinks for them, hot chocolate, some type of pastry for them, and then we have a clown who comes and performs about an hour's worth of acts for the kids, just to give them a Christmas. And for us to give back to the place that we're at, we want to give back to the people because here we are. We're living in their little village where, we want to make sure that we're able to give to them who give to us. So, yeah, sure. When it comes time to the fall, we'll look at having another auction somewhere on someone's channel. It provides us, some type of little bit of income to give to the kids. So yes, I appreciate that. So thank you for suggesting that.
And Aquarium Domain says those smugglers are freedom fighters from Brazilian oversight, tyranny.
Yeah. Brazil has some of the most stringent environmental laws in terms of their fish. If you think about it, the Zinzu River, which all the really nice little plecos and things come from, has been destroyed with the dams that they built, but yet they didn't allow any of those fish to be exported. So basically, those fish that are still there that haven't been discovered have been destroyed, but yet their laws didn't allow any of those fish to be exported. So, yeah, it doesn't make sense as a hobbyist. Doesn't make sense as a conservationist, but unfortunately that's Brazilian law. So
yeah, sometimes laws
just make me so mad.
Yep.
She's Alyssa says, yeah, I do loads of shipping of livestock within the U.S. So,
but livestock is a little bit different than plants.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's still live, but it's
I don't want to listen to Alyssa because she outbids me on the auctions. I wanted those rice fish, but I did not bid against Alyssa on the rice fish last weekend when I was in Portland for the meeting. She's a crazy lady. That's all I got to say.
Nancy B's got it.
Rice fish.
April 12th. It was. I had the right day. And Ed had the right month. So if you want to donate art, running water, that's where you should do it.
Or
if you're donating, if you're looking to make money, then you might want to join up with Pelham.
That's right. If you want to donate them, you can send them to us, and we'll bring them to Peru, and we'll sell them in.
You could do that too. Yeah.
Yep. But I understand trying to make some money off your art. For those who, I have no problems with that.
Rack just noticed the T-shirt that Whip is wearing a T-shirt.
Yes.
Sometimes it's hard to tell that Rack is wearing shirts. Oh, he's wearing a good shirt.
Yeah, I just,
thank you,
I've never had the pleasure of being initiated to the.
You have to buy them. You can't just be expecting people to give them to you.
But I've never been nominated for member of the Tennessee Fish Mafia. I've never had a name ascribed to myself. For me to buy a shirt or a hat.
It cost me $37,000 in 5.27 acres to, in Spencer, Tennessee, to become a Tennessee Fish Mafia man.
Well, darn it. I was hoping you were trying to get him to pay me that much to join. maybe I was like, oh my God, I could retire.
Maybe at the Clash, I'll be able to get one. But
you definitely will. I think you bring them every year, don't you?
I'm more of a hat man than a T-shirt man. I have too many T-shirts. My wife wants me to get rid of all my T-shirts.
My hats sell out real fast. I have only 2 left right now. I've got to order another 10. I only buy 10 at a time because they're freaking so expensive. But I only make $1.50 on each hat.
Do I get a special name on the Fish Mafia? Do we have to go through?
I think you have to come up with your own. They don't give one to you.
Yeah. I got his action figure. He's Egghead.
The Headless Doctor. That's what my name is. The Headless Doctor.
Maybe he'll be Pinhead now. I don't know where his head went.
Hey, don't be calling me what my wife calls me, okay? I'm sorry.
I don't know where Dr. Anthony's head went. Maybe Nico's laying on it.
Yeah, Nancy B says you can send her one the week after you send me my guppies.
Nancy B, I owe her one. But she wants one of the new ones.
So Running Water says my name should be Big Doc.
Big Doc?
Or
does this look like Big Doc?
Oh, look at that pointy head. Yeah, call me pointy head. Rack says I'm the ecologist.
I bought a shirt, then won one. Ed said he would send me one when he gets pretty colors. I think he's sending it a week after Doc's Guppies. Do you owe Nancy B a freaking shirt?
No, she said she didn't want another black and white one, so I've got to make her a special one when I have them printed.
Oh, all right.
Okay, all right. And so when are you going to do that, Ed? 20 years after you send me my guppies?
Well, I'll do that way before a big show.
Trigger!
I want to be able to sell those. I got to have something at my booth to sell.
Hey, Big Doc, is that referred to my stomach, Big Doc?
It's referring to something.
Or my pinhead.
I can't wait for Doc's auctions. Hopefully,
I'm kind of thinking.
Auctions. Hopefully, I'll be able to buy this year.
I like Doc Ick.
No, hopefully, I'll be able to buy this year.
You can have white spots all over my face.
But we'll definitely be
kind of already have that
or something again. There he is.
That's my white beard.
Yep, but it's white spots, blotches.
Okay, blotches. So Foxy wants to know, did you guys make your appointment for the 20th?
Hey, Foxy's here.
How did she know that Whip and I were talking about this before the show?
That is weird that you showed up because, I mean, we were just talking about it. We
were talking about that before the live stream.
Yep.
No, they weren't.
We have to make an appointment
before the live stream.
We were talking about during the live stream.
They're lying to you, Foxy. They're lying.
It was during the live stream?
It was during the live stream, yeah.
Oh,
well. See, they're lying. You can go back all the way to the beginning. They never mentioned it. I am the man of reason here. I will keep these people honest.
He's drunk off his ass.
I'm not drunk. I'm drinking my agua con gas, my San Luis water with gas.
Nathan says, I'm still waiting for my Plico cave.
Yeah, where's this Plico cave?
How long ago did you make that first one?
Damn. Ed, you know, if you want things from Ed, forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it. Ed has good intentions, but life gets in the way.
Are we talking the ones that I need to make and sell?
Yeah. Yeah. You said you were going to get him one a while ago. I know that conversation took place.
Yeah. My back has really, really been bothering me.
Oh, yeah. Your back's only been the last week. What about the last 2 years there, Ed?
My back is deteriorating.
We summon Foxy's by talking about it. Foxy.
Yep.
Scuba's still here. I made my own, damn it. This is Scuba Steve.
I made him one for Christmas.
Did you send it to him?
No, I
delivered it.
Hand delivered. Okay, I guess that's it. You need to have it. You never want things to be mailed with Steve. I mean, with Ed. You want hand delivery.
It makes it a lot easier for me. I'm
kind of like
to find
with Rico and all the what is it, 6-7 years ago, he had all the liquid products that he was supposed to send to people.
Oh yeah, he never got that
sent them out at all.
That was Scuba Steve's.
A fish hugging
I did a cichlid cave. A cichlid cave instead of a pleco cave.
Foxy, you might have to send him that email again. I don't know. He didn't look that hard for it, but he wasn't sure I
typed in Man's Warehouse and it didn't know Men's Warehouse popped up.
It's Men's MEN Warehouse.
Use MA,
not Man's Warehouse.
But just send it. You might want to actually communicate with them. Hey, that's us.
That's us.
What? His video froze on me, so I don't know if it's us or you and him.
It was Rico in the middle, and then Ed and I at the Clash this past year. This is the first time we streamed together as a group.
This is when I was painting Dennis's face.
Looks like me.
That could have been same as my face right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
No way. This is Dennis.
Yeah. Well, the face is the same. Glasses and the gray. The bald is
just
taken away from the hat.
Foxy, can you just call him?
They look totally different.
Oh, how do they look different?
Forget about it.
This one's all nice, and this one's kind of like, it's it.
So, Running Water wants to know what you all drinking tonight.
I'm drinking
I'm stuck with
Coke.
gin.
Cherry Pepsi.
So, San Luis agua con, as I tell the people in Peru, con petróleo, con gas. So, seltzer water. That's what I'm drinking.
And a lot of vodka.
No, the vodka was earlier. Only had two shots of vodka with alcohol, with other things. So Daniel Velez, you were the lucky man that Ed sent it right away.
I'll do it now. This is the third time. Ed, she has sent it to you twice. This will be number 3. There is a flower girl spot open, Scuba.
Oh, I want to be a flower girl.
What you drinking in that? Oh, you read that one already. You were way down there before me. I won a hat a couple. Oh, you read that one too. Dr. Love.
2 times 24 ounces shot. Wow, that would knock me out.
Hand delivered by the man himself.
His clown loaches love what?
The Pleco cave.
Oh, okay.
There's Josh from Metalheads, and look at his hat he's wearing.
What, you trying to make me feel bad?
No, he just met me.
See if I ever give you
a Marilyn Manson shirt.
See if I ever give you an Amazon Research Center hat or an Amazon Research Center T-shirt. I'm sorry.
This is going to be on my brand new T-shirt.
Yeah, what is that?
It's the Megalodon.
Megalodon.
Chattanooga Ed, the Megalodon.
Okay, you're a Don of the Megala.
So I'm the opposite of Doctor. I prefer T-shirts over hats, but
that's because you have amazing hair.
You got a Tennessee Mafia hat as well as a T-shirt.
I do. Ooh, he's got one of the originals.
You know what? I don't want anything he has to give.
Look,
if it's not
the originals.
I'm sorry.
They messed up the color because it was supposed to be black in the front and gray on the back, and they mixed them up and they made it gray in the front and black on the back.
And I like this better.
Yeah, they're both really neat. They're pretty cool seeing them together. See how
they're
it's gray?
Really tiny. You know, you gotta really have a pinhead.
That's why I can't wear them.
It'll fit me according to Ed's little G.I. Joe of me.
Anything will fit this head. Look at that.
That's a cold head. Hey, Ed, speaking of...
What are those little Jewish hats called? Ukulele? No, llamas?
Yarmulke.
Yarmulkes.
Or if
can you check your email right now?
A kippah.
I should get Yamaha. I should get Yamaha Fish Mafia hats. That'd be cool.
Can you do 2 things at once, Ed? Can you check your email right this very second?
No, he can't.
I'm going. Oh, it says 1 new email.
So, Ed, how is
it says
James doing?
We don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't talked to him in a while.
Wait a minute. This is from YouTube, and it says that my problem may have been addressed and resolved.
Hey, maybe you're now back to making money. So I better not be on your stream anymore.
Foxy, what email are you using?
Thank you, Daniel Velez.
Hagen Hill Design is here.
Hagen, which one? Hagen or Hill or Design?
Probably just Hagen, because Hill's probably asleep.
Okay.
They do have a brand new baby. One of them has to be sleeping any minute they can.
Yeah, I never had a brand new baby, so I couldn't tell you what that's like. I was married into a family, so my wife had 2 daughters already grown up when we got married. So even though we take care of the grandkids, it wasn't the same. I know for sure.
You're still not telling me what I'm doing wrong that I have to fix.
I was locked up. So sorry. I don't know if that.
They sent me Oh wait, this is from Yahoo. This isn't from YouTube.
Yahoo has nothing to do with YouTube.
Don't click on anything if it came from Yahoo.
No, I didn't get it from her.
Yeah, Foxy, I don't know if you heard me. What is your what email are you using? Hold please. I have to do a thing. Go to my channel. Go to my live stream.
Yeah, I don't have an email from her.
Oh, now I have to do this before I bleed over everything, and then I got to go like that. And then I have to do... Hey, there it is.
And then in spam, I have something about security jobs.
I made you a mod, Foxy, so you can put his email.
You know, Foxy, I'm not even a mod.
Well, I don't like you that
No,
much.
I'm sorry. I'm not a featured guest.
You are not. You are a panelist. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. You have a recurring role.
I just got to give these guys a hard time.
My daughter and wife both want my fave coffee mug. It's an Amazon Research Center mug.
Yes, it's a big mug. That's why we chose those mugs, because it's more than
it's not as big as my mug. Danny V, if you ever were to order one of my mug's way bigger.
Yeah, but your mug is here.
Yeah. Look at how big his mug
is. That's not it. That's my original. That's
my mug is better than that.
See, it doesn't even have. Look on the back. It doesn't even say "Let's get tanked." It's still the old saying.
What is that?
And aquatics. I don't even have any exotics.
Oh, you're an exotic guy yourself.
So why did they put your email in chat there, Ed?
She wants to make sure that's the right email, Ed, that she's sending it to.
It's not. She needs to do it in lowercase letters.
No, that doesn't matter.
Well, I don't know why she isn't sending it to me.
I only saw one guy wearing a ukulele on his head, and it didn't really want to talk about next morning.
As opposed to yarmulke on his head.
Yes.
As opposed to ukulele.
I got it. Took a minute.
Yes, the Nigerian prince needs your help, Ed.
Yeah, don't do it.
Well, if he sends me an email, it's going to take a long time.
You got to send that money to the Nigerian prince who has all this money waiting for you. He needs your help.
Is Zenny back? She's not back. Somebody's just talking to you.
She says, I'm lucky that I'm so far away. Not really. If I was close, I could just walk over there and have a help.
Yeah, but is that the right one? Is that the right, all the right letters?
Yes, but it's all lowercase.
Lowercase,
So
high, uppercase doesn't matter.
Foxy said she sent a 4th email. So check your spam folder there, Ed.
Now, I just got one from Rat Cross.
No, not Rat Cross. We're talking about Foxy.
Oh my gosh, look at this awesome picture of Rat Cross.
I can't see it.
Damn it.
Almost saw it. Almost there. There it is.
Yeah, he looks like Frankenstein.
No, he doesn't, but that means Rat Cross knows how to email me.
Oh, you're talking Foxy. She's going to unfriend you there, Ed. Don't be getting
I don't think she's my friend because she doesn't know how.
Geez, Ed, you are a mean man.
You're not even drinking like the dog.
I know. Be different if you were Whit, who'd been drinking vodka all night long.
I am on steroids though.
You're on steroids. You buffing out, Ed? You being
and they make you very
Ed
angry.
Ferrigno?
They're working on my disc is deteriorating. And so they got to figure out what to do, and
that's why I had surgery last year.
Ed,
that's thing that
mine's already on the
Ed. Write this down. Get on your little computer and send an email.
TV, telephone.
I don't care. However you want to send an email to the real whips WHIPS world@gmail.com.
It's going to be a porn site, Ed. Don't do it.
No, that is definitely not a porn site.
Hey,
if
Isaiah.
you want, all you can email me, and I would be very happy.
.com.
No,
the real
porn.
Whips, the real
Whip world at .com.
Whips. Make sure you got the S in there.
I do. The real Whips world at.
Yep, whips.world.
At Whips.
Why don't you put it in private chat for that man? You know he doesn't work that well.
Mickum. I just Googled it.
.edu.
Let me put it in private chat.
So Foxy said you have a reservation code that you can just call them at the local Men's Warehouse.
Well, that's what we're trying to do, Foxy.
Not the man's warehouse, but the Men's Warehouse.
I got fitted for a custom suit for my buddy Ted's wedding last year.
Wake me up before you go.
Oh my gosh. Now he has a space cowboy. Oh, there's not a picture. Oh, wait. Maybe I click this. Preview. Oh, it says file is. I can't see your space cowboy photo, Rack.
You know, the problem is Ed has how many emails waiting to be looked at in your email? Like 20,000, 200,000, and 40?
It's a lot. It's like 240,000 or something.
You need to text him, and that doesn't work half the time. Much less email.
It's only 175,169 unread messages.
Also, he's gone through some of them. Okay, so you will never get to him through email. I'm sorry,
but I just got 2 from Red Cross, 1 from Yahoo, 1 from Walmart.com today when I got my toy. I'm not going to share my order.
His toy. He does toys, everybody.
J-Rock. How you doing, buddy?
Figures.
But after the stream, he doesn't look at it till the next stream where it goes up by 20, 30,000 because all the spam he gets.
Did you get the text?
Oh my God, it says packages already been shipped. It arrives Tuesday, March 18th.
And what are you getting?
An action figure.
I sent you one from the site.
Oh, yeah, that's right. His toy that he bought today. That he
stayed up for
36 hours. Ask him about staying up for 36 to 48 hours to make sure he was at the right time zone.
You know what? I need to see if it's sold out yet.
Foxy, did you send it to
every time
via email? Because maybe it's you. Because I got.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe her internet's not hooked up.
Maybe
her modem's not running.
I'm going to Stanley Tucci because my eyes are going wacko.
I did get the one from a couple months ago. Unless you're talking about that one.
Ooh, look at I got bags under my eyes because I can't sleep here in Peru. Man, I'm old. I'll be 65 in 8 days. Man, I'm old.
Oh, you're older than my dad.
I know. I could be your father,
86?
Ed. No, I'm 65, bozo.
Oh, you're not older than my dad.
I know. You said I was old. I didn't know how old your dad was.
I thought you said you were 86.
No, I'm 65 in 8 days. Thank you, Running Waters. I will just have gotten home from Peru on my birthday.
You don't look a day over 64.
I know.
I can't tell if
tell people.
I can't order.
It's gotta be because if you just sent it, I didn't get anything from you either. But I do have your old one.
But look at my teeth. I got teeth of a 30-year-old.
This is what I've gotten
on my son's birthday is when you sent that. That's probably why I didn't see it right away.
Your purchase of a super chat to Foxy Fish on YouTube is confirmed. March 13th.
Jeff Pelham's here.
Hey, Pelhams.
We were talking about you. Were your ears burning?
I know. We're talking bad about you and your auction. Thank you, Mickham.
All right, let me see if I can figure out what number you're talking about.
I gotta make sure I prescribe, as they say, to. I am already prescribed to Pelham's YouTube, but make sure I make it to the auction in case there's some special fish. Even though I don't have a fish room yet, I'll still buy special fish.
I got an email here from Help Cut Your Energy Bills this season.
Oh, when? From
Renewal
November?
by Anderson. It's from Renewal by Anderson, probably Anderson Windows.
So
I bought
everybody
windows from them in my last house.
But not your doors. Make sure you go to Jeff Pelham and look for his auction.
Can you put a link up?
I can't, but because I'm not a mod whip. But Jeff Pelham is having an auction this couple 3 or 4 days. I know I am. So make sure you all go to it. I have no financial stake in the auction, but we need to support each other on these auctions to keep them going. There's some great fish that people and great inverts that people bring up for the auctions that, in your local area, you may not be able to get. So.
Oh my gosh, Shelby's here.
I think we all. Oh,
Shelby K.
Shelby's my the coolest girl in the whole wide world.
Lady on YouTube. Can't wait to see you in May so you can leave that Grant guy and we can have a great life together.
Wow.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Okay? It's a joke. Don't tell my wife. Don't tell baby. Grant. Okay. Shelby's a great, Grant and Shelby are great people. They hosted me a couple of years ago when I went out to talk to them, I had a great time. And I'll be out there in May to give a talk again. So they are some great people.
You think they're swell? I, at the Aquatic Expo, got to hang out with their new baby a whole bunch.
Oh, yes.
And that baby is the best baby in the world. It just sat there and chilled, and it had a tent over its head, but its little toes were hanging out. And every so often the toes would go whoop, 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 whoop. And I was getting ready for screaming, and there wasn't any. And Shelby was on the other side of the place. She was I hardly got to talk to Shelby at all because she was working in some other booth. But it made it nice because I was able to sit in Shelby's chair in her booth. I pretty much spent half the time in their booth and half the time in LRB's booth because they had a spare seat and my back hurt so bad.
Lurby booth?
LRB.
Lurby. Okay.
That's when I really screwed up my back bad. Was at that thing.
I will say sorry if I said too much, came on too strong with Shelby. Shelby knows that, her and Grant are some of my favorite people. When they hosted me in Tampa, they went above and beyond.
She works with dirty old men all the time, so she understands. But, she has always been an amazing skater, but she is like taking it up to a whole nother level. Her scaping has been insane.
She doesn't know anything about scapes. I'm sorry.
I think that she'll be able to take on the Japanese folk pretty soon and start kicking their ass.
She really is. Am I locked up?
It's amazing.
No, you're okay, Whip.
Okay.
You see the fish in the background going back and forth.
Type something into the chat. Doc.
What?
Type something into the chat.
Did we ever figure out Foxy's deal?
No, I'll see if I can figure it out. She said to give you the number, but there is no number on mine. It just says join now or book an appointment. I don't see any numbers on here, so I'll get a hold of Brian and we'll figure it out. We have about a week, so I'm still waiting for the doctor to type something. Oh, there it is, right there.
So when I am able to make a 3D print, Rat Cross sent me this picture for his 3D face. That is going to be so awesome.
Yeah, well.
I don't know, man. I mean, he wants to be a space cowboy, but I'm thinking he might be a wolf man.
Maybe he wants to be a gangster of love.
Oh, I thought he wanted to be a space cowboy.
Yeah, exactly, Whip. I don't think Ed got that reference.
Nope.
So, Shelby, I'm sorry if I offended you. I didn't mean to offend anybody on the stream.
I swear the last one that I saw her do.
I know she had a smiley face, but I wanted to make sure that no one else is offended in the live stream. I tended to do that with my students, that most of them would get it, except one student would be totally offended by what I said.
There's always one person. You can't.
So I have to be more cognizant of what I say.
Ed, check your email again.
Shelby's like a guy that's a girl, so you can't offend her.
Shelby's a great person, both her and Ed and their kids. When I met her, first time I met her, especially her son. Great. Oh, is that Dr. Awesome?
Check
so that was great.
Email, Ed.
Check your email, Ed, for Fox.
Check your email. Okay.
You have a reservation code already. All you have to do is send it to them.
Oh my gosh, I got one. It says, "Hi Ed, I'm emailing you
Jeremy,
from an email."
I'm sorry you're offended by my glasses. I can't read without them. I'm an old man. 65.
So is it this really big number that I give them?
Yeah, that really big number.
Okay, let me take a picture of it.
Why you need to take a picture of it? Just send it to Men's Warehouse, not Man's Warehouse.
Well, you don't have to even do that. I mean, if you have it on your email, doesn't your phone have that same email?
Yeah, but he's a bozo. Okay.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but when I go there, I'll just show them
the same email from your phone as you can from the computer.
All I do is I go in there and I give them the number, and then they start measuring me.
Correct.
Well, you can measure yourself, Ed.
Jesse, that would be so cool. They would. Oh, I got to read that with a Southern accent. Jesse, that would be so cool. They would be scared, probably, even though they would swim with the gators.
That was the worst Southern accent I've ever heard.
And Shelby doesn't have a really bad Southern accent.
That didn't sound like Shelby at all.
No, not at all.
That doesn't even sound like a Southerner.
Yeah, really. She sounds like.
So
it does too.
Okay, read the next one. Write this. Oh, no, up one.
Want to be a groomsman in Ed's place?
Because he can't figure out what the hell to do. Shelby is probably 10 times smarter than Ed at this point.
Hey, I've probably been involved with over 300 weddings.
Yeah, I wonder why that happened.
Once I get in there, I know what I'm doing. I'm worth having around.
Yeah, but you have to.
Are you leaving us here? Chisel the number into a stone tablet, Ed, and then take it to the Men's Warehouse. You will be all good.
I bet you
Jeremy is full of jokes.
His mom does everything for him. He can't figure it out. He just gives it to his mom, and his mom figures it out.
Oh my gosh! I wish I am their tech support. She doesn't even. Doesn't even know how to turn on the TV anymore.
Yeah, but I don't care. But she knows how to go to Men's Warehouse and get a tuxedo for you.
I was just fitted for a suit a year ago. So I know how to do at the warehouse. I know all the people there and everything.
I believe you, but you can't figure it out what Foxy's sending to you for 6 months now.
No, well, she never sent me an email till now.
Oh,
Foxy, I can't be
going to chat
and
tell him how many times you sent an email.
What's Ed's mom's email?
My mom's email is patcejka@yahoo.com. I set that up. Like
she'll get it before you do.
Yeah, with those 200,000 emails that you haven't read in your email. That's the problem, y'all.
No,
don't send him an
email. My mom is on her email all the time because of her quilting club.
You need to text Ed, and maybe he'll get it when you text him.
Oh, I got to meet you, Nancy. You are funny. And you're my kind of funny.
Just for the record, I texted Peplin earlier. Look, Peplin is not good at texts.
as in earlier in March or earlier in February or what?
You know what? I wonder if I'm sending the right text to Peplin because he's never sent me one back. Every one of these is just me sending him stuff.
So Foxy says she texted.
Oh, he doesn't text.
Well.
He told me he does not text.
But Foxy has sent you text.
Well, 3 texts ago, I said, "Hi, Pep. I was just wondering, what day am I supposed to get fitted for the tuxedo?" And then I said, "I think it's on the 20th. I just don't want to miss it." See? I'm being a good, responsible guy.
Yeah, but you're texting the wrong number if he never texts you back there, Ed.
No, they have no service up there is the problem.
I think I need, Foxy, I need your phone number and then I'll text you. Or Dee Dee's. Wait, I might have Dee Dee's.
Foxy says she's already texted you, Ed.
Oh, so they'll text Ed, but they won't text Whip. I see how it is, Foxy. Yep. I know where the real friends are.
Cali Kev.
Well, Foxy knows my
domain is just hilarious as well. He says, when I want to get in touch with Ed, I'm going to rely on a message through the Nigerian prince.
Just send it through G.I. Joe mail. I'll get it. You know, that's what they should do. Mail? Have an email with G.I. Joe. I would like to have a new type of email.
So Foxy says, are you not all in a groomsman chat together?
Groomsmen chat together.
Yes. But that's Facebook, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm just reading what she says.
And I texted Dee Dee and she didn't respond to me either about something else.
You probably have the wrong email again or the wrong text.
Wow. Look at this cool painting or action figure guy that my friend Sean Pitt.
Well, no, you don't want an action figure. It's supposed to be about
You're getting distracted.
That's the problem. If you send him an email that says action figure, he'll make sure he opens that up. But if you put wedding tux, he'll never open that up.
Can I ask you guys a technical question about this messenger? I'm in a group called the Killy Fish Lounge.
Why?
And I don't know. I've never added to it, but I literally get a dozen messages a day.
You can just exit out of that. You can say leave the chat.
This lounge has like multiple talking things in it.
Just one leave the chat. Leave
go to the top and say unsubscribe.
Leave chat. Yeah.
One of them is killifish tattoo ideas.
Leave.
Okay, that's a good thing to have. Okay.
How do you do? I hit this little plus symbol?
Or no?
Oh my God! There's 7,158 members in this group.
Yeah, you don't want that.
No wonder I'm.
And you have to have signed up for that to get into that.
No, they can add you in. I've gotten many. Yep.
I guess I'm not one of the cool kids.
Well, you might not be the target. Cats. I get a lot of them from the whorebots. Where the
whorebots?
Yeah.
What's a whorebot?
The whores that want to try to snag all the guys.
Oh, okay. Cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, I'm
What's
serious.
the button that I push to get out of this?
I have no idea.
Or
the menu.
Menu. Okay.
Menu.
Oh, there's a marketplace in the menu.
Yeah, that's
not marketplace.
Off topic, other goldfish.
So if
fish photos and myths.
No.
Fish room builds. I'm just going to ask Scotty to take me out because I think he put me in there. And Scotty, I love you, but I don't want to talk about this. Okay, I just got a cool photo from Nancy, I think.
Yeah, sure. Don't open it up. It's probably porn.
Oh my gosh. Nancy just sent me the number for my shirt or my email number I just got from my suit. Better not fit Nancy and better fit me.
Shelby, we okay, Shelby? I don't want to show up in May and have Grant beat me up. So I want to make sure we're okay.
Squirrel.
Oh, wait a minute. It said, Brian, hey, Ed, are you getting this?
That's me.
Was that you?
That's me.
I thought that was Pep saying that.
No, wrong.
That was like 6 months ago, Ed. Sorry.
Never mind.
But Brian is the one that initiated that text. And not that particular text, but the original text.
Oh, but I need a good photo for the fish. Of the fish.
Hey, Ed, check out this super rare G.I. Joe action figure.
Ooh.
Yes, please.
He's got a link there. I don't know if you can.
Oh,
don't do it, Ed.
I would. Porn. I don't know. I don't know if you want to click on it though. He's been
porn. It's porn.
It's been
it's a G.I. Joe thing. It can't be.
Ooh, I wouldn't click on it.
Was it by Jeremy? Oh, it's not a link.
So Gil,
you can't click on it.
I'm making curry chicken on Saturday for all our employees here. It's good chicken.
I have actually, Jake. I assume this is Jake. I assume Jake is the one that's able to stay up late because he's not baby bound or baby duty bound.
Hey,
they are enormous. They have giant boobs.
Furry chickens. You see the mouse that they implanted mastodon genes and made a hairy chicken or a hairy rat?
Well, mouse. But what was unusual was, did you notice that the mouse didn't grow hair on its tail? It looked more like a rat tail. But they're
I didn't see that. I just saw the
mice
hair
don't
on
have
the
hair
body.
on their tails either.
Yes, they do.
No,
they got real
not.
small brownish
hair.
No,
mice do not have hair on their tail.
You
know brown. How many mice I've fed to a snake? They do not have hair on their tail.
I thought it's like a brown velvet.
No.
I'll stay away from this as a zoologist. My PhD is in zoology.
Do they have hair on their tail?
You guys argue with yourself.
Do they have hair on their
tail?
Do they have hair on their tails?
Some have hair at the base of the tail, but not
covering the tail. Like a little brown velvetiness.
No.
But those ones that had the mammoth in them were white, like a rat, or pink, like a pink, or like a rat's tail.
That's them. You've seen them.
The photos I saw was more orange or tan in color.
Yeah. Here, I think I saved pictures of them.
Why would you
Megalodon mice? Oh, not megalodon. Mammoth, woolly mammoth mice.
Oh,
it's not a shark mouse, that's for sure.
That would be cool. Well,
thank you, Xanadu.
Okay, see, look, the normal mouse has a dark tail, and the new mouse has like a really light, nasty tail.
They don't have a fuzzy tail, Foxy. Stop it. Quit encouraging him.
But going back to Jeremy, I went to your link, and it doesn't go anywhere.
I think it was a joke, Ed.
Oh.
I think he was fooling you.
Ed doesn't quite understand humor.
Sarcasm and humor.
Yeah.
There is no joking when it comes to G.I. Joe. You know, I should make a Jeremy and have him be the submarine builder or something. Like reverse tank it.
Why a submarine builder?
Because he makes fish tanks. So what's the opposite of a fish tank for a human?
One more says, submarine. Ed, it literally says theft and China in the link.
I can see it very good.
You know, it could say spam and, you know, Ed wouldn't understand. He just will click it.
There is no joking with G.I. Joe.
There is no joking with G.I. Joe.
A real American hero isn't afraid of identity theft.
Yes, so Ed is a real hero.
Also says credit card steal.
Ed just clicks. He's not, you know, he doesn't read what it's saying.
Oh, you guys. I think I got to go to bed. How are we all doing? It's 12:30 for Ed.
9:26 here.
How are we all doing? We got 35 people. I can keep going. I just don't.
Can I mention something?
Yes.
No, Ed.
I saw a movie this week.
What did you see?
Land of the Lost.
Oh God!
And another Land of the Lost.
The old TV series.
Nope. It has Batista and Marilyn Jovovich or something.
Oh, Mila
Jovovich. And it's like a mod, or it's like 2,000 years into the future after the apocalypse has happened.
Is it a comedy like the last one or no?
No, it's like kind of more like Dungeons and Dragons in the future, because they do have some guns, but they also have magic and stuff.
I'm sorry.
And monsters and demons.
Nothing as good as the original Land of the Lost Saturday series.
Right, but did you see the Will Ferrell effort? The Will Ferrell effort was funny, yet it was horrible.
No, way before that. You guys are.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I was a baby when that was up.
Wait, it's called In the Lost Lands.
Okay, different.
Okay. That's different. That's a whole different thing.
Well,
all right. Jeremy wants me to go another 30 minutes, so he's obviously got some kind of goal going.
Well, I've been like jonesing to do a show of movies for a long time because I can't do those shows anymore with Lefty because he never does them.
Well, you know,
and then I used to do Geek Outs.
You do know another person that does.
I know Rico.
No,
and Rico hasn't done shows.
You don't watch
Geek Outs with me in a long time.
Doctor.
I watch movies.
You do not. Nothing.
Yes.
Nothing.
On
nothing since
Amazon Prime. After 6 years after they come out, I've been watching all these bad sci-fis here in Peru on Amazon Prime. They are so bad. I can do a review on bad sci-fis.
I watch those just for shits and giggles sometimes.
Yeah, I watch them and thinking, "Oh, this is going to be good." And it's so terrible.
I never go in with that attitude because I know they're not.
Jason Statham's got a new movie, and I was looking forward to seeing it tomorrow, but it doesn't come out to the 28th. But it's called The Working Man. It's called The Working Man. And I think it might be The Beekeeper Part 2. Because I heard that he was going to make a Beekeeper Part 2. And it's really cool because he's like this special agency above the law. Or they work outside of the law to make sure that the law doesn't get corrupt. And like in The Beekeeper, he takes out the president's son because he's like into phone scams. Which I really wish one of our politicians would do something about phone scams because there are senior citizens all across this country losing millions of dollars to phone scams.
So is his name in real life Elon Musk?
No, Jason Statham.
I know, but
in The Beekeeper.
Outside of the government? I'm sorry. That was
I don't think he's that cool.
We aren't gonna go there. We're just gonna get people pissed off.
But
okay,
no,
erase that.
Let me tell you about Jason Statham.
When it goes to replay, really cool. Erase that.
Yeah, right.
But Jason Statham is like they're called the Beekeepers because it's like the world is the beehive, and they're all around the world. And he's a retired beekeeper, and he's living on this farm taking care of bees.
Oh, wait,
and
both of them.
The woman that he's renting from is Mrs. Huxtable.
Oh, is she related to Dr. Huxtable?
Yes, and he's in jail. So that's why she was all by herself, because Bill Cosby's in jail. Well, she got phone scammed, and she lost all the money from her church also. And she committed suicide, and so he goes after the phone scammers.
Don't get me started with church and all their money they take.
Well, it's the phone scammers that he goes after, and it's awesome.
Does he beat the shit out of them?
Here, we should get back to fish.
So,
let's get back to fish.
Yeah, you know,
I will get trying to bring it back to fish with all my views. So fish. How about the top
it's not a
30
political
fish.
Movie. It's just a fun movie.
And within the bottom 5 is Corey Doris, not in the top 5.
Well, because they're little and they get ate by all the cool fish.
Because so they're at the bottom of the water. They're on the bottom of the tank.
Some of your lists.
And most people, when they look, they look at the top down.
I mean, to have an Arapima in front of Corey Doris for a fish that you should have. I know I'm being more funny to say Arapima as opposed to arowana.
I love zombie movies.
The only zombie movie I've ever liked was World War Z. It was a great movie. It was the best zombie movie I've ever seen.
Did you see the Will Smith effort? But that was more.
Oh, I'm human, or
what the hell was that called?
Gosh, I've wrote sequels to that in my head. But
yeah, that one was pretty good too.
World War Z. Have you ever read the book World War Z?
No, I don't read. I'm sorry.
It is literally the best zombie book you can read. And everybody out there, if you want a really cool read, World War Z, and if you're saying, I saw the movie, it's nothing like the movie. What it is it's after the zombie war, World Z. All the humans left on the world fighting back. And this reporter's interviewing all these different people's experiences. And they're so amazing because they're all the survivors and they kick ass. And it's just a great, great book. Awesome book.
To go back to Just More Fish, he asked the question, what's my favorite fish? My favorite fish is the discus. I'm sorry. I'm just one of those people. That's the symbol to our research center. But I like a lot of fish.
Do you like them because they're invasive?
I like wild discus. They are invasive here in Peru. Yes, they weren't natural, native to the river. We find them here in Peru.
But I think it's pretty cool.
Loves the pigeon bloods and the
no pigeon bloods. No.
I got a question about pigeon bloods.
Yes.
They're a hybrid cichlid.
Yeah. Yep.
So a lot of people hate them for that reason because they're a hybrid.
They're all discus are hybrid that we have in the cobby.
Well, but they're really mean on them. But if you made a glowfish pigeon blood, would it be hated more or equally?
My during our evening chat with the research center resident director, we talked about glowfish discus. And we both decided that they'd be the ugliest things in the world. Because we have a glowfish exhibit here at the research center. And I think if there is a glowfish discus, I would never love discus ever again.
But it's coming.
I know it's coming.
It is coming. Yes. I don't know if it is.
They have glowfish and angelfish.
Yeah, but they want the cheap mass fish. The fish they sell to the masses is what they focus on. And I think that's why they don't do a lot of large fish. They do mostly small fish.
Yeah, but angelfish aren't that small.
No, angel's probably the biggest. I mean, maybe they do it to the rainbow sharks. They might get pretty good size too.
Yep, but rainbow shark.
And they're ugly.
Yep.
They're ugly. And so the bettas I feel sorry for. They don't look very pretty to me either.
So Running Water asks, how do you go from native to invasive? You don't. Native is fish from the particular area. Discs are found in Peru, but they're found in another river system. So they've been brought into the river system around here in Iquitos, which becomes maybe not invasive, but they are not native. They are exotics.
But it's a great story on how Peru got their discus. You want to tell your story?
Well, the story is that there's two introductions here into the river. One introduction was from a plane crash, so to speak. The plane ran out of fuel, and it was carrying 10,000 discus from Brazil. Instead of killing all the fish, they just emptied all the fish into the river. And another was that the Bustamante brothers had a fish farm that they had discus, and it was flooded by the high water, and the water then evacuated into the Rio Nanai. So both introductions were in a particular river called the Rio Nanai. And now we have red spotted greens here where we didn't have red spotted greens before.
Mother.
And those red spotted greens originated from Lake Tefe in Brazil.
Freaking Lake Tefe.
I love that.
So Big Steve wants to know, I have a question. One of my fish food orders came with a nice sample size of free-dried copepods. How and who do I feed those to? It's fry food? Question mark. It's powder. You don't hatch them, right?
We have a fish question. Wow.
Right.
2 hours, we have a fish question.
I cannot answer that because I do not feed powder at all. Not even to my baby.
You can feed
Synodontis petricola.
I have some that you're supposed to feed to clownfish, but it's a powder, so you can also feed it to like rice fish. And that's what I've done is feed it to my like daisy rice fish or fry. It's like really small.
Or guppies will eat it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have certain stuff I give to my guppies. So that's why I go for my other smaller fish. But yeah, definitely. Any of this, your small fish will do it. And yeah, I've got it like in powder form.
Yep.
It's kind of cool that you can do that. You can move saltwater to freshwater, just don't do freshwater to saltwater food.
In food or fish?
Food.
Oh. Okay.
I was told never to feed freshwater foods to saltwater fish, but most of the saltwater foods freshwater fish can eat fine. I don't know why.
I would say the opposite.
Okay.
Because
except for those copepods.
Well, the things in saltwater are much harder to digest than freshwater foods. So it's better to feed
for the people in the chat
freshwater to marine as opposed to take marine food to freshwater. That's my opinion. I'm not an expert. I'm just a fish biologist.
Is the chat is the stream locking up from time to time? Let me know.
No.
I've been actually doing well. You know where it locks up is whoever's hosting. Whoever hosts has been I locked up all the time in my stream, and this stream I haven't locked up.
It's been going crazy. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
That's how it was with earlier.
You're just a crazy guy there, Ed.
Whip. Back in the day.
I think it's
I ordered new Madakas that should be here next week. They're super sparkly. I hope the pictures were. As
Nancy,
good as the fish, basically.
Maybe.
That's why I don't like my fish keeper who takes care of my fish. She outbid me on some nice looking Madaka rice fish.
What color?
I don't remember. Orange? It was only Sunday, and I'm here in Peru. That's like 6 months ago, even though it was like 4 days ago. Seems like a lifetime ago.
Well, I talked to you like 5 hours yesterday while you're at the airport. That probably made you kind of blank out everything.
When I fly, I don't sleep on an airplane, so it's like 25 hours without sleep. So it's a difficult.
And I was just excited.
A couple days.
Denny's still here.
Excited to find somebody.
I fed freeze-dried good Lord, copepods to my newly hatched cories.
Yeah, that's what I was feeding to my baby fry. Also, my baby fry.
There you go. Right. Nancy thinking on the positive side.
No, she is a bad person.
What?
Bad mamma jamma.
Could you send me a link to where you buy your Madakas? Or if you ever have a whole bunch, I'll buy some from you, some spares. Because I would really like to get some rice fish again.
This was our local fish auction at the Portland Greater Portland Aquarium Society.
Don't make me mute you. I will mute your ass. I need Nancy to breed them damn rainbow shiners so I can buy some of those off her. Okay,
if I go to
I know
Asia
where we could get some.
I may be going to Asia because I'm trying to organize a conference there. Maybe I'll go to Japan and bring back some nice.
Yeah, just one more.
That'd be so awesome.
Didn't you just say she's your fish keeper?
Yes, she is my fish keeper. She takes care of my fish when we're gone for a long time. Doesn't mean I need to like her.
That's crazy, Nancy. That'd be cool.
I have therapy every day, Dennis. I need therapy. The people here in Peru said, "Yo necesito terapia," which means you need therapy because I have anger issues.
I have to take back therapy. I'm on back therapy.
ALA's here. Hey, buddy.
Ala. Hey, Ala. Ala Aquatics.
I love the ALA. I'm a member of the ALA.
You better be nice to the woman then.
I am nice to her. My wife loves her. I don't like her, but my wife loves her. It's a joke.
Damn rainbow shiners ain't getting me no eggs. Only the boys are spawning. They are beautiful but useless.
I know where we could. Once Dr. Anthony going to Atlanta,
inspire them.
Am I going to? I'm never going to Atlanta. They haven't invited me to a club meeting.
Well, you're kind of.
I thought you were going for like 8 hours or 9 hours.
Well, yeah, I'm up in the 19th. I'll be probably the 20th. I'll be in Atlanta for 9 hours 25 minutes.
I'm going to be getting fitted for a tuxedo on the 20th. I can't go.
You sure? Sure, Ed?
Yep. But I was thinking we all could go. I know a place in North Atlanta that we could pull shiners right out of the stream. Rainbow shiners.
Well, I wouldn't be able to take them home.
License.
I'm bringing some. I think I'm bringing a small electric eel. And maybe I have no idea what else I'm bringing.
Doctor. You are the man that I need to talk to regarding eels.
You want eels?
I know Ed isn't a fan, and that's fine. You know, we're all entitled to be wrong. But is there a true, like, I know the electric eel is not a true eel.
It's a knife fish.
Yeah, it's a knife fish, and the all the Asian types like the fire eel and the tire track, those are all elongated.
Not true eels, yes.
Is there a true freshwater eel?
Yes and no. You know, some snowflake eels and their relatives live in freshwater for most of their life, but they can't breed in freshwater. So
breeding, I don't care about, but if they can live in it, that would be fantastic.
It's like sharks.
Are lampreys a type of eel?
Lamprey is a type of not really. They're a very primitive fish, and they're a parasitic fish, so you can't keep them in the pet trade.
Creepy.
But it's like sharks. You know, most sharks live in marine environments, but bull sharks can be found in fresh water. So are they
are the only ones that can
ocean or they are fresh water.
I don't know if that was a typo or if that's a type of fish, but apparently Asia is going to get some Mayucus.
Don't know Mayucus.
I don't know that either. Might be Medaka.
Is that the rice fish that's multicolored, kind of like a calico rice fish?
So, I don't know much about rice fish. I know they're beautiful looking fish, but I don't know much about Asian fish.
I think they're the multicolored rice fish.
What eel do you want? One more? The one that Doc is giving away, auctioning off?
No, you want he's asking you, do you want a snowflake eel or what?
They're platinum
he
blue.
says, I want that eel. I just want it freshwater. Like the American eel. The American eel, I think, is a freshwater eel.
It's freshwater, but breeds.
But it goes out to the
it
goes out to spawn, right? Yeah.
So my electric eel will probably be up for sale at the Sacramento Aquarium Society meeting. They have Findig in May. So I'm probably taking it to Findig.
So that is a real California. Fish.
If not, it'll be at one of the either. What's the Pennsylvania meeting? I'm old, so I forget.
The Clash.
The Clash?
The Clash or OCA. I haven't decided which one I'm going to take it to.
OCA.
Are you going to that's what you are going to the OCA too, aren't you?
Oh yeah, OCA would not.
So
I
get two chances. I get two chances to sit on your head.
No, I don't want to meet you. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm not a people person. If you know me, you know I am not a people person.
Well, but we have Jeremy's going to be there, and he's definitely a people person. So maybe he could stick to you like rice on rye.
Well, he's buying me drink, so of course I'll be.
Let me tell you something.
People person.
Now I am not
Jeremy.
He is one of the best dudes I have met in the fish fam. I mean, present company, accepted. But
you're not insulting us.
Yeah, no, right.
Yeah, you never met me.
He reached out to me when I was like, man, I'd love to go to the OCA, but I just, I don't know if I can go. He messaged me through Facebook, I think. Oh no, it was a text because we had talked at the Clash the year before. He goes, it's just me in my room. If you want to come, you can just come crash here. I'm like, son of a bitch, that is so cool. So I roomed with him on the OCA this past. Damn, I don't even remember what month that was, but this in 2024.
November.
Was it November?
It's the week. It's the week before Thanksgiving.
November, yeah, it's always November.
Is it November?
It's the weekend before Thanksgiving.
All right. Yes, that is correct. You are right. Yep, it's coming back to me. In fact, no. Yes. My daughter had a baby, her third son. I think on my way to the Clash. So I was mixing them up in my head, which was in October. And then they
and the Clash was unusually late last year because of a gun.
It was like a week late or something, right?
I think it was like 3 weeks late because it's normally in September.
It's just the last week of September, and this was the first week in October.
Oh, okay. I liked it better though because I would have had more time to. I had more time to pull my fish from the tubs. Because I always feel like I need to pull my fish before I leave town for a week when it might be getting cold.
So just so you know, any fish I sell during the OCA or the Clash will go directly to the research center. So I make no money off these fish. So
does it come with a handshake?
I will give you a handshake if you're at the Clash and you want to buy it for.
Will it come with a brotherly hug?
$500 donation to the research center.
So, I might require a brotherly hug.
I never do things to make money these days. We need money at the research center. So I'm begging
if
you.
Nico
please,
traveled well, I'd bring him. Nico likes people. He just can't handle traveling.
Asia, did you see the
OFR?
The OFR live stream during that week? Because
is that when you're really drunk?
Jeremy and I were on that particular stream. And
I have yet to look it up. I need to watch it because
Jeremy was fine, and Whip was fucked up. Do I get one of those one F-bombs a stream without Facebook drop or Facebook?
Yeah, I think you're
dropping
okay.
on me.
It's not my live stream you're cussing on.
Yeah.
So
oh my God, it was that was a thing. I think I drank an entire case of beer that particular evening.
Aye.
If Jeremy's still here, he can confirm. Or not a case, but was it a case? I don't know.
That's a lot of beer.
I only shared one or two with Reaper. If y'all know OFR, you know who Reaper is. And yeah, I was woof. Yeah, she says yes. Yes. No. That was embarrassing. I rewatched that and I'm like, oh my God. Can we delete that? Oh. Yeah, it was a late. Yeah, it was a week late because the venue was scheduled for. Yeah, that's right. One more. You go to the Clash every year, and whether or not we have met before, I don't know. Ed, do you remember meeting him? I know you go every year.
By his real life name, I'm sure.
But you met him.
Well, I can't imagine not meeting him because I try to meet everybody.
Right?
One more fish. What's your real life name?
It's Jeremy or Jesse. I know it's a J.
It's Pablo. It's Pablo.
No, it's not. I think it might be another Jeremy.
Say, wait a minute. I don't know. Can't remember Pablo.
Hey, and you know what? If you bring the eel to the Clash, it looks like Mr. Jeremy or Jesse, I think it's Jeremy, will make a generous donation.
Okay, $500. $500.
$500. He'll bring it. He says, I didn't have a YouTube presence. I've met both y'all. Son of a bitch.
I'm sure I'd recognize you, but see, since I don't see your face on here, it makes it hard.
Yeah, that makes it really hard.
So hard.
Oh, it is hard.
With a real life name versus a YouTube name, and then not knowing the YouTube face or symbol makes it, Aquashella made it really hard because you had so many people and they would say their real name and shake your hand and you had no clue. And then afterwards, somebody would say, oh, that was one more fish. And I was like, son of a biscuit,
I don't know what's happening right here.
This is my face.
Look at his cool glasses.
The Stanley Tucci glasses that I only wear on the computer. So you won't see me live in Stanley Tucci glasses.
It's Jesse. Damn it. I was so close. I knew it was one of the two and I went with the wrong one. So you're the same as Jesse. Jesse Salient Aquatics. So if I associate you with Salient instead of Aquarium Domain, we should be okay.
There is a song called Jesse. So if you don't know, look it up. It's a great song. Just so you know.
About Jesse James?
I'm not going to sing it because people don't.
You'll remember me this year, damn it. Well, I would have had just one more shirt on or my booth. On or at my booth. But see, I mean,
was Shady on today? I hope Shady's doing okay.
Man, I have texted him. I could just call him and see if he answers. That poor guy. I don't know what's happening. I've I've tried to get a hold of him for a couple weeks now, and he is not responding.
I always wear my Amazon Research Center shirt. You'll see a logo on the left-hand side about my breast. Okay,
That
where no more logos are, with a discus that says Amazon Research
his
Center
left titty
for ornamental fish. Yes, my left chichi, as they say in Mexican language.
Chichi. Everyone should have to wear their logo on their shirts. Nancy, have you gone to?
That's why I said that.
ABBA. Nancy, we have to wear.
ABBA. I love ABBA.
So do I.
Fernando.
Can you hear the drums? Fernando. Rack, we don't care about you. You have too many
That's
names.
That's not true, Rack. He's drunk.
Rack has too many names on YouTube.
Buddy Viper!
I'm thinking maybe Rack should be like an admiral.
A what?
Wait, he was a drill sergeant. So he should be a drill sergeant. Did you know that Rack was a drill sergeant? Am I allowed to say your personal
I did not know
Rack?
that about Rack.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? He was a drill sergeant.
I don't know where she's coming from with ABBA Rocks, but that was like one of my first favorite bands.
ABBA is one of my favorite bands.
ABBA, it's ABBA.
I absolutely love ABBA.
ABBA. I do almost everywhere go. What was I asking Nancy earlier? I was just asking her something. Oh, we all have really the badges. Bad. You get a badge, and then everybody knows who you are.
I have a Fish Fam badge that I bought many years ago.
I'm sorry.
I know. I spend that $15 to support Fish Fam, who has never supported me.
Exactly, Rack. Rack knows. I have one of those. And then I put my sticker on it, so everybody with my logo with the goofy looking cartoon Jesus. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sleeper Barbecue's here.
Sleeper made it in.
You can't tell that I'm actually 6'8" on my live stream, so people always say, "Oh, you're taller."
You're an ass. I'll stand next to you any day.
Yeah. I'll be heads over you.
Okay.
It's a joke.
I wish I was half as tall.
It's a joke.
Look at how tall Whip
in my prime.
Whip's height next to Dr. Anthony's height.
That's about right. With my pinhead, if you just lower the body, yeah, I'm 5'10" at the most right these days. So yeah, you're correct.
I don't know where your head keeps rolling off to.
It's funny. How are you doing? Type in here how you're doing, or email me if you don't want to.
Who, Cecil?
Reveal. No, Bunny.
Oh, I thought you highlighted Cecil Mayberry. So
no, I had Bunny, and then it moved.
Look at
you got to get rid of that pinhead on me. I'm sorry, Ed.
If you add Dr. Anthony's forehead, he really gets a lot taller.
Hey, I'm sorry. I have a great forehead. Okay, there's no pinhead like this. Okay, I'm offended by that, Ed.
Wait a minute.
Your
Wait a
minute. Is just swelling.
I have my Fish Fam badge. They were helpful at Aquashella.
Aquashella.
Which Aquashella did you go to, Asia?
Aquashella.
No, don't say that. They are good, even though they really.
Well, actually, now they're going to be totally new. Aquashella is totally new everything. So who knows?
Whip, I don't. What does that
Whip,
mean?
you don't.
What did I ask? I told her to email.
I have no idea.
How are you feeling?
Whip, I don't.
I know
she doesn't feel anymore.
She's struggling.
I wish I didn't feel any in my back.
She doesn't feel?
So we all have ailments. My knee, I need a knee replacement. Ed needs a body replacement. Whip needs a brain replacement.
That's why I'm sitting so weird.
Thing.
You have to meet me. You know that, right?
What?
You have to meet me, and I am still way younger than you and bigger than you, and I can accidentally fall on you.
I'm old.
Just remember that.
In 8 days or 7 days, depending upon your time zone, I will be 65 and I'll be eligible for Medicare.
That's like a decade and a half older than me.
I'm an old guy. I can't believe I retired almost a year ago. I should still be a professor right now.
Oh, Dallas. Asia.
I would like to go. I would like to go to Ocasella. I really would if they were closer to the West Coast.
I think I have you confused with somebody else.
I think you said that last time we talked about this.
Yeah.
It is entirely. Who is up in the North Dakota area? I thought Asia was son of a gun. Sorry, Asia. I struggle with like real names and like living accommodations. I don't keep that in my head.
I have no idea about people's real name. When people say, "Oh, hey, Bob," they're all.
I suck at that so bad, and I'm like, I don't know who you're talking to.
So Asia's in Arkansas.
Yeah, I met her 2 years ago.
Okay, so you are not who I was thinking of in my head.
I met her at 23.
You met Asia?
And then I got fired for 24. I didn't really get fired. I just got let go. They fired the general manager, and the new one didn't like me.
Nancy B is in Tennessee.
Nancy, we have got to meet.
Ed, have you met Nancy B?
I have. And you know what?
Okay.
She has touched the same piece of paper as Whip. Because I got them both into the aquarium for free with my free pass. And they both,
Nancy,
she probably smudged out his old fingerprints.
We have a connection, Nancy.
So Asia says she met.
Oh man, I just got as creepy as freaking doctor over here.
I'm a freaking doctor.
No, creepy.
Yep, met Ed the first year I went. Whip, you live in Chicago? Yes,
but
I
Ed
do.
doesn't remember. Sorry.
No, I remember.
Live in Virginia. Cecil lives in Virginia. I invited you to the aquarium. I don't know who you're talking to, but I think you're talking to me. And yes, you did. And I couldn't go because of something. Something was going on.
So you and Nancy B.
Oh, that was over New Year's Eve, right?
Paper siblings there, Whip. You and Nancy B.
You guys are Eskimo siblings.
You're not talking toilet paper.
No.
Oh, but they just changed it. So now, look at this. Now the pass is on my telephone. I have a thing on my telephone now called my wallet.
You've always said that.
Well, I never knew about it. But look, now I have it right here.
My name is Dennis or Denny. I live in Connecticut. You what?
Here, I'll do it like this. Oh, gosh.
Come on, man. My name is Bozo, and I live in Portland area.
And nobody cares.
Dr. Bozo, for you who want to be politically correct.
Look at those Tennessee shiners they got down there.
Those are beautiful, for sure.
Man, I want some rainbow shiners so bad. Somebody has to come up with some rainbow shiners.
Oh.
Go to Jonah Aquatics.
No, I'd rather get it from one of the.
They're very expensive.
Why don't we get them for? We can get them for the price. How much? Let's see how much a one-day fishing pass costs.
How about a flight from Portland to wherever they're found?
Fishing license cost in Georgia. $10. We can get as many as we want for $10, Whip.
Okay, right, so you're going to have to invite me to the Atlanta Aquarium
No, we don't need you there.
Collecting.
My name is Dennis or Denny. Oh, I read that already. No sibling. No
That's the way you're going up. Got to go down.
My state is a secret, but I'm.
Oh my God, Cat House is here. He's awesome.
Show that QR code again. I need free again.
I can get in free again.
Those were
Cat House and Jeremy are like the two nicest fish friends that you can have.
Yeah, that's what you say about everybody.
Nope. I'm glad that you guys know me more than you know than Cat House, or otherwise I'd be
you don't know who they are. So you got to think of their names.
Cat House.
What about
if
Jeremy?
You guys all knew Cat House,
Bunny,
I'd be out of a job.
I'll
because everybody would just hate me.
I will email you, Bunny.
Jonah is very pricey. I just said that as a joke.
Yeah, but you might have said it as a joke, but you ain't wrong.
Yeah, no, they have like some great fish, but yeah, they're very pricey.
Cat House's daughter kind of tricked me out of my money, though.
Oh, gee, cheated you, huh?
She came up and said, "Do you want to buy some smelly stickers?"
Not that impressive.
Smelly stickers.
Scratch and sniffs.
Nancy, how big are your mama shiners?
And I said, sure. And she said, they're $1 a piece. I went, nope. And so I gave her $2. And they are little
keep rainbow shiners in Tennessee because they're native in the state. Yeah, but you can keep them. You just can't catch them.
Yeah, you can't keep them here.
You can keep them.
We got to get them either in Alabama or Georgia.
Yeah. Running water, Bunny Viper, get as much exercise as you can. Running water, she's dealing with some shit that you don't get. So I appreciate the words, and I'm sure she does too, but she has some shit going on. Kenny from ABC Aquatic brings some. I know, and I have his phone number, so I can always call him as well. But thank you.
I showed Cat House how to win drawings, and he won a whole bunch of drawings. Well, I didn't show him how, but I showed him my tricks, and they work.
You can if you have a receipt. Yeah, right. You have to apparently you have to hold on to the receipt if you buy rainbow shiners outside the state and bring them into Tennessee.
Well,
pardon me.
I would have a Georgia fishing license that said I got them that day.
Right.
Or in Alabama, because we can go to Alabama too. And we got connections in Alabama.
And then I missed what you were saying, Ed, but Cat House said, I wouldn't say that, Ed. Maybe cooler, but not nicer. And running water, don't worry. You didn't know. I mean, don't be sorry. It's just, it is what it is.
They do that because we have a whole bunch of what are the gobies called? They're like a goby. They're all over the ground. They're in our waters.
I don't know gobies.
I will wait till you come up with a name, but I know what.
Yeah, right.
Darters.
The Doc and I are like
darters. Yeah, we have a huge amount of darters in our mountain streams, and they don't want people taking them all. So that's why they have the Fish Kill Act, where you have to kill any fish you take out of our waters.
What's it?
So that way you can catch bass and crappie and bluegill, but you can't take our darters. And unfortunately, can't take our shiners. But there's a way around the shiners because you can say they're bait fish. But it's not worth it. I'd rather just, it's like a huge fine per fish, so it's easier just to get them in another state. Especially when you only live, I live so close to Georgia, it's crazy.
You are damn near on the border. I'm not that far away, but I am an hour plus from there. And you
and I'm only about
what is he doing?
45 minutes from Alabama. So I can go to Alabama.
So
or
Budget
Georgia.
Bonsai, if I can click on it. Internet says aquarists in Tennessee wishing to keep some species must either take them by rod and line, obtain them from legal out-of-state sources, or purchase them from a hatchery.
Oh, a hatchery would be neat. You know, also now where Rack lives, he lives near the saffron shiners up in Virginia. They're in his waters right where he lives too, but like we can't take them there. But in Virginia, they're on that side, and that is actually the prettiest of all the shiners is the saffron, hands down. I love the saffrons. Do you ever see saffrons when you're out looking at your trout and stuff, Rack? I'll look up saffron so you guys can see what a saffron looks like. They're amazing.
All right. While you're looking, Nancy says, when I went out collecting in Kentucky, which I'm not that far from, we took lots of photos with the location turned on the phones, turned on the phones. So she knows where to grab them.
The saffrons are crazy red with this yellow stripe.
Yeah. Really
but
red.
Remember, all shiners only look pretty when they're in breedy colors. Otherwise, they're kind of grayish.
Twice a year.
Rack says baitfish. I don't know what that he's talking about.
They're all baitfish. Use them for bait.
But a bait fish that
going through home health shit myself, so I can understand.
Bait fish that looks like that is freaking amazing.
Yeah, but that's only during the breeding season. Otherwise, they're grayish.
But it's twice a year.
But if you're in the wrong season, they're all gray.
The local fish.
Actually, these guys turn gold.
They looked cool.
They turn gold. These guys.
I am Oz.
Who is Oz?
Oz, the wonderful world of Oz.
You
know, the head that just appears in the background. I'm Oz.
I got you. My rainbow shiners were bought and shipped from Indiana. I have lots of Indiana. They're that close to me.
Okay,
that's not a bad out of season shiner.
Nancy B of Tennessee. Do you have a YouTube channel of them? I don't know Nancy B in Tennessee.
You should know Nancy B in Tennessee. She is awesomest.
Well, that's not what Ed tells me.
No, that is what Ed says, because he's told me many times that Nancy B in Tennessee is the awesomest ever.
But he's not really from Tennessee, so Ed doesn't really appreciate those people who are from Tennessee.
I'm not 100% Nancy B is from Tennessee.
She's not either. I may have lived in Tennessee longer than her.
I think first time I meet her,
she's wearing a Georgia sweatshirt. And we're in Knoxville, where all those people are big volunteers. She's not afraid of fighting.
She says, I love darters too. Many hours as a kid spent laying in the streams watching them.
You know, in California, where we grew up, we have no really nice native fishes. Everything in California was invasive, was from outside of California. So I have no way or reason to talk.
Rack says, no, the trout are in much colder water where I catch them and then release them.
Why don't you eat them, Rack?
You should totally eat them.
Mm-hmm.
The candy darter. The candy darter is the best, but protected.
You know, I think there's some saffrons in North Carolina too.
My rainbow shiners look pretty out of breeding colors. They have lots of blue on them.
Did he say darter or shiner?
Rack said neither. He said he was talking trout.
Isaiah said rainbow shiners.
Isaiah said, but she is in. But, I've already forgotten. Alabama? No.
Well,
Arkansas.
But okay, this is how I always remember where she lives. I think she is neighbors to John Oliver. And John Oliver is from Hot Springs.
So Running Water says, with that hair, I thought Whip grew up in California.
No. I would be kicked out of California in about 15 seconds.
We would kick you out.
Yeah, without a doubt. My philosophies in life are like the polar opposite of whatever California's thinking.
Now, all the darters are better than shiners.
Except for the rainbow shiners, which are better than everything ever.
Darters stay beautiful year round, and darters are really cool to watch because they kind of jump from rock to rock.
Have you seen?
They dart from rock to rock, hence the name darters.
They're awesome though. Michael Broomer in Atlanta, he has rainbow shiners and darters in there, and the darters are really neat.
Indoor fishing inside.
Indoor fishing from inside.
If it's not new to the channel, it's definitely. I know I've seen that before, but I have not seen him here. So, yes, John Oliver is just 45 minutes from me. I'm a little west of Little Rock. He's a Hot Spring Village. He's in Hot Spring Village. Ah, shit. It jumped.
When I lived in Missouri, I used to go to Hot Springs every so often because it's a pretty neat little tourist town.
I need a minute. Hold on a minute, because it jumped a lot. Holy crap, it jumped a lot.
You're probably 2 Ricos behind.
I also used to canoe quite a bit in Arkansas. I would do the Sugar Maple Creek and the Elk River.
What the hell is going on here? Oh, there it is. But this Nancy B.
Of Tennessee.
Did you read that Indoor Outside Fishing is making a darter pond?
He did. No.
Or shiner pond?
There it is. ASEA is just 45 minutes from me. That's ASEA. And then it's indoor fishing. I'm planning on a little rainbow shiner pond this year myself. Yeah, the rainbow shiners keep some nice colors. I did get most of mine from White Cloud Dynasty. White Cloud Dynasty. I'm going to have to write that down.
So is Running Water related to Passing Wind?
I don't think so.
Wants to know.
Windy is a whole different dude.
What's up, everyone? Joke. It was a joke. Everybody.
No, it was not even
serious.
Jokes are funny, and that wasn't
Passing
funny.
Wind was a girl. Wasn't Passing Wind a girl?
No, Passing Wind is not a girl.
I thought that was what was so funny about her name.
No. Although
I'm glad that he's not here.
Again, people, just kidding.
No.
Don't have a
running water. Running water. You have never you will never have to do that ever again. That is the last time I want to see that in my chat.
I don't know, but some people think
no, I don't give a shit what other people think. No,
to be on YouTube as not a guest, but a panelist.
See, there's a difference. When you're there every week, as you have been for the last at least month or so, right? You're a panelist.
Okay.
If you're a regular, you're not a special guest. Or I'd have to do it every fucking time. Sorry, I gotta quit swearing because I might.
You should. It's terrible.
My gin is starting to talk for me. Look, it's fucking empty. I mean, it's empty.
It's what?
My shiners are a mix of some of the Dan's and some of Flip's. Flip Aquatics.
Wait. Rob's my buddy.
Why do you show the next
the
next one when you're talking about the previous chat?
What?
When we go to the OCA, do y'all want to go for a tour of Rob's
I don't.
fish or shrimp farm?
I don't want to see nothing.
I'm planning on going over to Rob's house, the Flips Aquatics, and checking out his fish farm in his warehouse because it's supposed to be the biggest shrimp warehouse in America.
Well, that's what people try to say about their size. It's always bigger than everybody else.
I know, and those shrimpy guys have a lot more to try to prove.
Yeah, I know. They're, Who is WCD?
What's WCD?
That's what I just said.
How big my cat is.
Asia, you need to expand your question.
We don't need to see your butt of your cat there, Ed.
I really
dog.
Don't. And then running water says, "Well, I don't want to insult anyone." I
insult each other all the time.
We don't. That is not an insult. I don't care, Bunny. I see you right there. I don't think Bunny would take that as an insult. You just got to. If you don't know, you don't know. Oh, right.
Speaking of X2 being here right now,
with some shit. So.
Whip. What are you doing tomorrow night?
If I can ever get more fish, that's what will bell. That's what I will bell. Death. I don't know what
the biggest fish room.
Quit arguing with me. I love you, buddy.
Hey, Whip.
Yes.
What do you have plans for tomorrow night?
What's tomorrow night? I might. I have to talk to a buddy. I have to talk to a buddy and see if we're going out to a show. But if let me just check real quick. Oh shit!
We may have
wrong
we may have to get together with XDo and the rest of the D&D crew to do shopping or something.
I'm in.
We'll do it like one of these days this weekend.
So, well, I'm going to be driving or traveling on Sunday. So, and I got my show on Saturday.
What day are you coming here?
Sunday, but I won't be there till probably Sunday night.
How long are you going to be in Tennessee?
Till Friday or Saturday. Through Friday, probably leaving on Saturday.
Are you going to be working the whole time?
No.
Maybe I'll go up there and we can go to those 2 fish stores.
I would love that.
Could we also go by the Ollies there?
No. No more Ollies.
Oh, we could get fitted for our tuxedos there too.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, I'll drive all the way down there to get my tuxedo. Cat House. I the biggest fish room in the neighborhood?
I think he said one of the biggest instead of I.
No, that's definitely an I. I don't care who you say, that is definitely an I. That is not a one. WCD equals White Cloud Dynasty. I don't know what that means. White Cloud, is that like a place where you can go buy them? Xanadu. Oh, she gave you a lot of kisses, Xanadu. I'm going to the. Oh my God, you fucking people in your acronyms.
Uh-oh. You just got demonetized for that F word.
Nancy just said, "Don't get your tuxedo at Ollie's." It'd probably be made of paper. I bet we'd save a lot of money.
I'm going to the NANFA convention in Kentucky in May. So that's,
as long as we don't get splashed with water, our tuxedos would look good.
I wonder what cool stuff I'll bring back from collecting. Nancy, do you do a lot of collecting? Do you actually go out? Because women in my head.
Wait.
I am not disparaging. I am not disparaging. But
Shelby's a collector. Shelby collects fish.
She leaves this at Grant. I've never seen Shelby up to her neck in muck.
I have. She jumps in the water and everything.
Well, in the water's fine, but Shelby's different. I will definitely ask Shelby to go into the water before me. Is there any gators in there?
Well, you know what? When is the Nashville fish swap? Is that next week? Maybe we could go to the Nashville fish swap.
Nancy, you would know. Ed.
Wait, somebody just said something about Ed.
We have an Ollie's here. Here in PA. No, we don't want that shit. Get out of here.
I've been there. It was cool. I've been to the one in Reading.
Don't get your tux from Ollie.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
That would be I'm like you, Whip. I like having a drink and talking shit. Well, we could be brothers then. Effing people and acronyms. White Cloud Dynasty has a store on Get Gills. I've never gone to Get Gills in my life. Have you two?
No way. That is so weird. I go to Get Gills a lot. I just don't have enough money to buy anything.
Oh, well, there you go. How about you, Doctor?
I have never been to Get Gills. Sorry.
All right. We'll move on. I just looked up NAFTA. Looked fun, Nancy.
She just looked up NAFTA? What's that mean?
That was an earlier question, and I'm not sure.
NAFTA is the chingado,
I'm thinking OSHA.
No, native fish.
Yeah, that's different.
Native fishes of U.S.
I've got their book for the Alabama and Georgia and southern Tennessee area for fish.
Nancy says, not a lot, but I've been, even though I'm a girl. I'm old, so women didn't do that back in the day. That was not the thing.
Old. I'm old.
You're old, but I'm also old. Sia, super fish nerds. I wish I knew half of what some of those dudes do. I don't know what Sia said. I have to go back. There she is. I looked up NAF. Looks fun. Yeah, old people, like the really old people, like the doctor here, They know some stuff.
I resemble that comment.
When I get into my 50s, I will embrace it. But until then, I'm not. Indoor fishing. Inside Get Gills was taken down by Dan. Yes, because it was the same company, right? Didn't Dan kind of start Get Gills?
Yes, he did. Yeah.
And now that he's got his company kind of up and running, he doesn't want to compete against himself. That would be stupid.
Well, he doesn't want to compete against other people who will, as a businessman, I would see that you don't want to compete with people who are pricing fish less than you have. It only makes sense.
Right.
But he was still collecting 10% for nothing.
Well, but
maybe he lost sales. So who knows? And
Nancy
I'm just guessing 5%. It might be 10. I don't know.
As me as well,
Nancy says the swap is the first weekend in May. I will not be there then.
What swap?
Oh, Nancy's not going?
No, I said I am not going to be there.
Oh, I thought you just read that.
I said Nashville. No. Sorry. Nashville swap is the first weekend in May.
Period. I really need to try to remember that. So hard. That's
you really should, because
the only way I can remember dates is if I just stay awake until it happens.
That's right. He spent 48 hours awake for an auction that happened.
You're right.
47 hours into his
when you
awake
texted
period.
That, I was like, "What the hell is?"
I couldn't figure out what was going on either.
You know the time.
Just so he doesn't fall asleep during the auction. I couldn't figure out that at all.
No, I was
he said that
I'm out.
There was one where they released it 2 weeks ago, and the guy was completely sold out after 3 hours.
Sleeper, they were completely.
I didn't even care about that guy.
Didn't it shut down? That's probably shut.
Yes,
it shut.
Probably not shit down. That's for sure.
Yeah, right. He corrected himself. I'm a redneck from Florida, Whip. I know you are. That's why I thought you had moved up to Tennessee. My brain. I have taken a lot of blows to the head. People. I played 9 years of football and like 7 years of combat martial arts. I have taken a lot of blows to the head. My memory is not good.
What did you
I
say?
think I got the most concussions playing hockey.
I've never played hockey in my life. I cannot.
It was when and all my big hits I did to myself because I was trying to slam somebody against the boards and I would miss and then just slam my head against the glass.
Well, that's the wrong way to do it.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, but when you squish a guy, it's so great.
Oh yes, but when you miss,
yeah, when you miss him, you're slamming your head into the glass for no reason.
Yep, get. Yep, the Get Gills website isn't even up anymore. Yep. Had a story.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they shut down. That's why Pep and Roxanne had to create their own website because they had shut down their.
But you can find a lot of good deals on the Band app.
Band app. I don't even know how to access the Band app.
I don't either. I don't know how it works.
.com?
Just go to band.com and you can sign up and you can find groups in your local area or groups that do the entire US, and you can do auctions. So yeah, there's a lot of good deals on the Band app.
The NANFA is North American Native Fish
Yeah,
Association.
NAFTA. It has both
NANFA.
hobbyists and scientists go to the NAFTA convention.
Never even heard of it. So I'll have to make a note of that.
They come to all of our swaps and they bring native fish in for us to look at. Then afterwards, they give them away free.
Really?
Yep.
You're lucky.
I will be there.
I never got any.
Doesn't come to things I go to, apparently. What does that mean, Nancy? Nancy!
I will be there. Whip doesn't come to things that I go to, apparently. See, you refuse to go to the aquarium with her, and you refuse to go to her fish swap.
That's not true, Nancy.
Nancy works like, people don't realize this, but Nancy works a huge schedule also. She is a working woman.
But I am a working man with a working wife, with a working kids that need money all the fucking time.
I have no income, so invite me any place and I will be there. As long as you pay my way, I'll be there.
Well, I'm not that cheap, but I'm the same way.
Nancy, if you want me there, pay my way.
That's right.
Like,
yeah, I can't do band dance.
What can't you do?
I have to buy my daughter a car. She's 30 years old. And if she's
have her buy her own car.
She can't afford it because I was a fucking bum throughout her younger life and couldn't afford her college. What? And so she had to take out loans, and the government, being the government, or not the government, the private people, the private loans people, charge her so much goddamn money that even though she pays a shit ton of money, she has 3 jobs, she can't knock it down.
Okay,
to pay that off.
I am not associated with this group, but go to SoFi.com. SoFi was a refinance group that specialized in refinancing student loans.
Yeah, but are they private student loans?
Yeah. All student loans. That's what they.
How do you even spell SoFi? How do you spell SoFi?
SOFI.com. I will definitely have her look at it because she is just screwed right now. She has no money. She's working 3 jobs trying to pay the loan and her bills, and it's horrible. And it's all because I'm a fucking idiot who didn't save any money for her.
I understand that because when I went through college, I went through from my bachelor's to my PhD in 13 years straight, never taking a break. And I took out a lot of student loans. And so I happened to marry a wife who had a good income that we were able to pay off my student loans. So I was, if I had to do it on my own, I'd still be paying now 30 years later. Right. So student loans take advantage of students. They really do.
They do. They charge way too much damn interest. And I'm like, they're basically legalized loan sharks is what they are.
How I went through college was I had scholarships that paid for the first 3 years. Then I became a TA and they paid me very little, but they paid for my classes too. So then my one professor wanted me to be able to teach photography, but part-time professors make nothing. Yeah. And I'd have to take student loans to get to that, to get a master's and get up there. So I just said, forget it. And I left. But otherwise I would have had to take student loans out too.
Yeah. And student loans, like if Fannie Mae can go fuck themselves. Yes, they got my daughter into college, but they will not work with her at all. And she's been working like 2 and 3 jobs from 22 to 30, and she's actually gone from the $66,000 loan she took out, and she owes like 150. I'm like, what the come on. And she's paid back like 30 of it. 30 or 40. I'm like, what? That's crazy. I mean, that's just dumb.
The schools that I could have went to play football, the scholarships that I would have got wouldn't have made up for it, and I would have had to pay student loans just to play football. So, like, I didn't go and play football anywhere because I didn't want to take student loans out for that.
Right. And you're too much of a wimp to play football anyway.
Have you met him? He's a big dude.
Very nice. They all want me to be an offensive guard.
It was a joke.
You're not alone, Whip. Yeah, I know I'm not alone, but they keep fucking us. It's going to be a great painting. Oh, shit. Now you have to go back. Ed.
Yes.
Oh, it's not too late yet. Can you take a bunch of profile pictures of Nico for me? It would give me some. Let me finish. It would probably give me some more options to choose from, but I have some great ideas already. I'm excited.
They probably have about 20,000 pictures, literally, of Nico. And I also, all my shorts of Nico. There's a lot of shorts of Nico. But I'd be more than happy to send them to you. But I don't want to email them. I can't email.
If you use the shorts, you'll get demonetized. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm going to probably be taking all my cat Nico shorts down soon. But if send me a link on Instagram or Facebook, and then I'll send you as many pictures of Nico as you want, because I have tons of photos of Nico. I used to be a professional photographer, so I take a lot of photos.
You lie to us, Ed.
I do not.
You've been a bum your entire life.
Okay.
Oh, not true, but that's all right.
Running Waters is the lamprey, our local.
I'm a bum now.
To the Columbia River, DOC.
Yep.
They are
DOC. That's DOC, not DOC, but DOC. Yes, they are native. They're caught by the indigenous people in the Northwest U.S.
At the Clash, I won all 3 spots of the photography 2 years ago too, but I didn't enter any this year because I kind of felt creepy.
Well, you're the only one who entered, so that doesn't do much.
If nobody else entered, I would have entered again, but there were a lot of other people that did. So I just don't know. I don't think it's cool for a person that is good at, that was paid to take photos to enter against people that are, just normal people at doing it. And like, joke. I never got paid for sculptures, so that's why I enter the sculptures.
It's a joke, Ed.
See ya. Good night.
Even though I'm not that torn up about it, I have I kept all my photo things and sculptures behind me. Yeah, if there was ever a cat entry, I would enter a whole bunch of cat ones too.
Oh, but we don't care about cats.
No. I definitely don't care about cats.
Catfish, maybe.
My cats don't eat fish.
That's good for them.
They like chicken. Well, that's a lie, though, because baby cat eats rainbow fish. She was eating them when they jumped out of my tank.
Okay.
I never found a single body. She must like them when they were alive and flipping.
Mm-hmm.
Fannie Mae.
But every so often I'll find a dried up
SoFi.com.
Inler.
Crooks is what they are.
Exactly.
Do you notice that Inler females jump more than guppies?
Never.
Out of the tanks?
I have both Inlers and females. I've never had a jumper.
Tanks. Every so often I'll find a dried up female Inler on the floor. And I don't know why.
So let's talk about running waters question.
Yes. So how about the latest fish craze? What do you guys think is where it's going or to go? What would you say the latest fish craze is right now?
Probably the glowfish, right?
Glowfish or nanofish? I think nanofish are here to stay because it's, you have a 10-gallon tank. You have, a nice group of Galaxy rasboras, which I think personally is the most beautiful fish in the hobby. And so they're fairly easy to maintain, as opposed to have a tank full of goldfish or cichlids or something like that.
Rice fish are really coming on.
Yep.
That's we didn't talk about rice fish 10 years ago.
And we didn't talk about it in your 30 fish to keep either.
Right. It wasn't on there.
Yep.
I remember when the Shelleys first came out. Boy, that was a big craze for a while.
Yep. Shelley, I still think Shelleys are cool. Shelley has sorry, never mind. I was thinking about Shelley as in the Garden of Eden, but her name's not Shelley.
Shelby's.
Sorry. Shelby. Yes, Shelby. Not Shelley, but Shelby. Sorry. Yes.
Maybe scaping is kind of a big craze right now. People are spending a lot of money on scaping, I see, and that's a big push.
Mm-hmm.
And I think since the invention of LEDs, plants just continuously are being sold to people. People are plants were never like they have been in this last decade.
Yep.
But it's just a constant push. So
Whip, what are you eating? You're stuffing your face with things, so curious minds want to know.
Just cashews.
Ah, yes. Okay, send me some cashews.
I like your nano tank idea, though.
Yeah, because a lot of people can't afford big tanks, and nano tank is, relatively easy to take care of with nano fish of all types, whether it's like people say the guppies or other fish, endlers. They're easy to take care of. They don't need a really large space. So Running Water says cashews and gin, LOL.
Fancy bar. Sounds like something you'd get at a fancy bar.
Natural Aquariums the 2 is there. S.C. Catahoulous.
Is Aquarium Domains even still here? Jeremy.
Nah, he left. He got tired of us.
He told me I had to go another half hour and then he disappeared.
Yep.
Jeremy.
I think 3D printing is getting really popular too.
Yeah, but the problem is you have to afford a 3D printer. That's a lot of us can't afford one on our own.
Well, I was thinking in the the booths that I walked around, there were 3 or 4 booths that sold 3D printed stuff.
Yep, of course. Yep.
I can't wait to learn how to make heads. All I want is to make a whole bunch of heads.
Is that going on only in the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere?
Well, she's in Arkansas,
in the southern hemisphere right now.
I think it's the northern hemisphere.
So it doesn't do me any good.
Didn't she just say she was in Arkansas?
Yes.
Arkansas?
They said it's one of the largest ones because it's through the whole center of the United States. Like,
God damn, I need something.
A massive amount. Whip and I could both probably go outside and look, except it's storming here.
Just One More Fish said it was an hour ago, so no reason to go outside yet.
One more second. Yeah.
We got Nancy B says it was 3 hours to go for you guys. See, if you ever go outside instead of being on your computers all the time, you would know these things.
And I would be wet because it's raining.
Well, but live life to its fullest.
I bought my 3D printer for $198.
Have you used it yet?
No, just sitting in there.
Okay.
So you would Dr.
$500 or $20 doesn't matter if you haven't used it yet.
I bought it when I got home from that convention.
Poor Ed.
Then I could make a X-Do head, and I could make a Dr. Anthony head that's not as brainy.
That's right. Look, there's no point on this head. It's smooth, perfectly round.
I'll make sure I make it really flat.
Or just put a baseball cap on it, something. That's all that I need.
I would like to learn how to make baseball caps because they charge, like I bought a baseball cap for Skipper. And that thing cost me $9 for a little piece of plastic I could put on the end of my finger.
You know, my wife.
You said your wife could make me a hat.
Yeah, she used to do. She took a hat class and then scaled it down to make miniature hats for these Barbie doll type things. And she really was very good at it.
Barbie dolls are like 1 to 6 scale because they're like 12 a foot tall. These are 6 inches, so they're 1 to 12 scale. So you could tell her that your action figure is 1 to 12 scale, and make her whatever hat you want, and I'll put it on you.
No, she's moved on. Now she's doing quilts.
Oh, that's what my mom and my sister are doing.
She's taking quilt lessons, yes.
Tiffany Clark Grove has showed up. Just in time for us to
go our separate ways. Tiffany Clark Grove. So,
oh my God, Nancy B from Tennessee is here.
So it was 30 minutes ago.
I'm just messing with
you. 3 hours ago.
Nico has been sleeping in my arms for a long time. I can barely move my fingers because the blood circulation's gone.
It's all about your cats. You can't disturb your cats.
You can't. But you can disturb them if you're just going to pet them.
Yeah, but if you move your arm, you just can't do them.
Yeah, I used to throw mine across the room.
No, I won't say that. I was going to say I used to fry mine, but I won't say that.
As hard as I could.
Cats.
Cats are greasy tasting.
Good night, Sleeper.
Sleeper Barbecue Grills to Gills. Hey, I like that name.
Night, Sleeper. I wish I had some barbecue right now.
I know, some good barbecue. I had a tuna sandwich tonight for dinner.
Guys,
lucky
I don't
dog.
mean to cut this off. I realize there's still 24 people here, but we are going to have to go because
it's only been 3 hours since you've been on.
I know, but I only get 20 hours a month, so we got to be a little bit careful.
I got to be up in 5 hours to, make coffee for everybody. So sounds good to me.
Now, do you put any secret sauce in your coffee to make it extra good?
I spit in it.
Oh, no, you should put like some honey or something.
No,
well, it's normal Folgers coffee from the U.S. that people here love. So I'll stick to my Folgers.
You know, I want to thank you for that because Folgers is part of the UAW. They the Folgers company was in our region. They're down in New Orleans.
Okay, so
no, I can't do it. Yeah,
I'm glad to support the
union.
Yes,
UAW,
the union.
United Auto Workers.
UAW, yes.
Unions have really died off in our country over the last few decades, and it's like only 7% of jobs are union anymore. And a lot of them had to join up with the bigger unions to help keep them alive. So that's like why we have coffee. Professors are in the UAW. Aerospace is in the UAW. The casinos are in the UAW. So, oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
So,
well, casinos are split between the UAW and the Teamsters. Teamsters have the service. We have the game players.
So, as Nancy B would say, let's cut down all those Bradford pears.
Oh, not until the flowers are down off. But you know what? The storm it's hit us tonight may have knocked all the flowers off anyway.
That's right. Yep.
Go outside, look up. That's Xanadu's recommendation. All right, guys. We are going to end it right here. I apologize, George. I just can't go another 30 minutes, but we will. Running water. Good night, fuckers.
No, he says effers. He didn't use those terms. He said effers.
He totally did.
That means fish people.
Oh,
right.
Sorry.
Fish keepers.
I misread
right.
that.
Yep.
We'll talk to you. We'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for showing up.
Thank you all.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for putting up with
George.
Me. Good night, George from
George.
Oregon.
Anybody? Oh, join me on Saturday before you leave. I know there's still 27 of you here. Saturday, this group plus maybe Skipper if he's available will be.
And Nico?
Cashews are killing me. We're going to be joined by Jody P, and Bougie Bishes.
Special guests.
They are special. So if you want to see
Jody P's from Iowa.
She is. And I'm not sure where Bougie is. I don't know her that well yet. So hopefully we'll bring our questions. Bring your questions, and they're going to start a stream, like a weekly stream together. And that's what we're promoting. So we are promoting another stream coming up. Bring your questions, what you want to know. All right. So, Ed, I will see you on when do I see you next?
This weekend.
I'll definitely see you on Saturday and then probably next Thursday, right? Doctor, I feel like inviting you. I'll invite you on the next time.
I never get invited. I'm sorry.
All right, everybody. We'll talk to you later.
I'm the afterthought. No biggie. Bye.
Say goodbye.
Adios. Adios means goodbye.
It